I don't think I have any of the pictures like that. I could probably do that while we're doing recap and whatnot. I might could. Sound like a hater now. Right? Hater. Oh my god, I feel like your laptop is like the mate of Sin's prison monitor. Sin's little prison monitor that he's got? His third monitor? Megan, you probably seen it and didn't even register that there was a monitor there because it's so tiny. The one can. It must have a can in it. I get it. Do you guys see the starting soon screen? At least it's not the Taco Bell ad this time. If you refresh, it will. Yeah. All right. We good to start?
Since you volunteered.
I mean, I'll take it.
All right. Well, hi everybody. Episode 50.
Whoop whoop.
50. Like our campaign has lasted longer than some people's relationships?
Dang.
They
Shots
were all,
fired.
yeah. Hang on, I'm trying to think. How long have we been going? Like, actually, time-wise? 18
Little bit-
months?
Yeah, a little bit more than, well,
Like,
yeah, almost a year and a half, we'll call it.
yeah, okay. Yeah, that's common.
um, so, if you've seen the starting image, then you know what we're going to be starting off on. But before we get to that, we'll do recap to fully catch you up to it. And then we will unpause that image from the starting soon screen and see what happens next.
Should probably move the battle map around to have Nell right in front of Esmeralda.
I don't think that really matters.
Okay, Cliff, could you share that map?
Yeah.
Thank you. We start session with Desmond still in the middle of the necrotic bloom. Nell's just getting around to where Roderick, Thrain, and Esmeralda are. And Esmeralda was floating for a second and then landed, and then and Thrain's just still pretty much looks like Thrain's bowing to Esmeralda because of him revivifying Esmeralda. Then brain loading. Do where did they go? Sorry. I lost
You're
my train of
good.
thought.
It's okay, I never know where the room is going.
We have to head back to the crypt to
Speak with
check
the
in with the
Archlich?
Archlich. Yeah, check in with the Archlich because we saw him climbing out of the sarcophagus after the cultists tried breaking in, and he's not there. Oh no, he is there, just super dead. Like he's been dead for years, dead, just skin and bones.
Super dead.
The book is gone. That dictates everything that we've ever done and will do, and what we're doing at that moment. Every word we say, and do end up discussing our protections from the hag and any mental issues where the hag decides to take us over. Then we end up going to bed. Not mistaken, Esmeralda does not sleep that first night.
Nell doesn't.
Nell doesn't. Right. And
Because something spoke in their head.
yeah,
Laughing.
laughing. It was laughing. And then in the middle of the night, Esmeralda feels like they have someone staring at them. I need to turn that down. And they end up seeing someone. Desmond shoots at the tree, yelling for the person to come out. They don't exist anymore. Thrain tries to spar with Esmeralda or Nell. Nell says no. So Thrain and Esmeralda start sparring. Esmeralda does not win. Esmeralda doesn't spar as much as Thrain does. But she wants to. She wants to learn. But as while Esmeralda was practicing with their cartographer's tools, yes, they, in their sketches, they write somehow it's hidden in there. It's coming in 2 days. That's all we get. And we're trying to figure out what that is. I forget where we were heading off to initially. Where were we going?
Sea Bluff.
Oh, yeah, Sea Bluff to meet up with the family, the rest of us. And we pack up, start heading that way. I remember this now. The first shot that Roderick makes with the silencer that him and Desmond finally perfected, or so I thought, was
They did.
after the second shot.
The first one was as loud as a twig snap, bro.
Oh, right, with Thrain.
But Thrain woke up and overreacted.
Yeah. Then shit went sideways. And a little bit of infighting happened. Because Roderick ended up knocking out Esmeralda.
Knocking out, so to speak.
Unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then big blow up happens, and then come to an agreement
Roderick
that
walks off.
yeah, come to an agreement that no more infighting. I think what it was. Not to use magic on each other for
Without permission.
without with the exception of
Unless
healing,
healing.
no offensive magic against each other, and no attacking each other, because, well, if you are, guess what? You're under mind control and you're dead. Simple. And then we continue on to
Not really.
thinking about how to protect ourselves from the hags. Mind control games, and determining that Nell and Esmeralda have higher tolerances. I think it was
Desmond and Esmeralda do, and Nell says they do, but they're like, oh, but you've been affected twice, which is how we got to where we are.
Yes,
because we're testing that theory.
Oh, right. And then we go to have Esmeralda cast Charm or Command on Nell. One of the two. I don't remember which one. And in Nell's head, they hear... What was it? Kill her?
I don't remember. It was something like, look at her on the ground, weak. You should finish her off while you have the chance. Something like that.
Okay. Yeah. And then you said we might get a chance for reactions. You know, I'm hoping.
That's not what I said at all. I said you have a week to think of some bullshit.
Uh-huh. and I think I have some bullshit. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I have some bullshit. I'm gonna try some bullshit if you let me.
So, here's what we know. Here are the facts. The facts are Nell failed their save. Nell is being commanded to attack Esmeralda.
By something.
Esmeralda is prone.
I don't think she's prone.
She's on the ground.
She's on the ground.
Consider prone.
Yeah. She is on the ground. Like, she never got up from being knocked unconscious the last time. And the cherry on top is that this all happened simultaneously when Esmeralda's hair started to fly in the wind and Esmeralda was getting ready to do the charm. So everybody watching is already under the impression that what Nell is about to do is what Esmeralda is making them. Those are the facts. And we kind of already stated this at the end of the last session, but Desmond would not be able to use their flash of genius in this instance because, again, for all intents and purposes, you all are under the impression that this is what Esmeralda's going to be doing, and because we're trying to see, can Nell be charmed, it wouldn't make sense for Desmond to do that. You all have had a week to think of bullshit. Hit me with your bullshit, and then...
A month to think of bullshit.
No shit, a month. Yeah. So you all have had a month to think of bullshit. Hit me with your bullshit, and we will yes-no it. And then at the end, if there was no bullshit that was compelling enough, Nell is gonna smack it a bitch.
Has Esmeralda actually... Because Esmeralda speaks was it command? Is Christina here?
Mm-hmm. We did agree on what the command was going to be.
But what was the command? I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Well, as I'm saying, do we... Oh, out of
What did you
character,
tell us to do?
I believe the command.
I don't see Christina. Do I gotta
was
refresh?
to sleep, if I remember correctly.
I don't think Esmeralda actually said anything.
Bye, Adam.
Yeah, I don't remember a command.
Did he disappear on anyone else's screen? Or
He's
just
gone.
mine?
We're gonna refresh.
Okay.
And he
Hi.
back.
I still don't see Christina. Oh,
That's
wait,
fine.
they're there.
Okay. I watched recap. I don't recall Esmeralda issuing a command.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I don't recall it.
I don't recall either. And I think that was my biggest point of if Esmeralda has not spoke the command yet, how are they? Because
Well, but you all do not know necessarily that she has to say a command. If all the telltale signs of her doing it are activating,
Are present.
yeah,
I'm gonna say Desmond might know that to cast command, you need to say a command.
well, we've also
but that's if it's
See-
command. Remember, because
Mhm.
not everything that she has that would cause someone to be commanded is the command spell. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
Without giving
Right.
too much
You
away.
just know that a charm effect is going off.
No.
Like, as far as Roderick is concerned, she never told him to be afraid of her, but in her words, he was definitely afraid of her. So he just knows she's doing some shit. We're waiting to see what
Yeah.
happens. So he's not even in a good position to react anyway.
His picture, Roderick's just standing there with his hands in his pocket, just watching.
Like, sink. Oh, dang.
Oh, shit. He just slowly looks over at Desmond. She didn't resist it. Okay.
that throws out my thought, so I can't do that.
Okay. Sin, what about Desmond?
I'm not trying to bullshit this.
I mean,
I
I'm
told
already
you I
doing
don't
my
like
action, so I'm
I don't
kinda
like doing
limited
that.
on what I can do.
Okay.
I react, not
Well, and that's the
Before.
whole thing is my brain had this idea from at session, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then you end it. I'm like, I cannot do that.
Okay. On that note, Nell, I believe at the end of last session, you mentioned grabbing the great axe with both hands over the head, which is why I made the lovely image holding the great axe over the head. Would you please, with advantage, take a swing on Esmerelda, who is on the ground, and part of the assumption of this, you basically trying to kill her dead as fast as possible. Any available smites?
Yeah, I know.
Spells,
She's
stack
getting
it all
second
on that.
second level smites. I know.
And if you have a spell slot for like Thunderous Smite that could be casted in
That's
tandem
why I
with
said
it.
smites, plural.
Okay, understood.
But first we have to attack.
I just seen that 20 and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
All right, that is a hit. It's like, go ahead, load up all the bullshit die and do the damage.
Alright, so doing a second level Divine Smite, but it doesn't let me level it up. We just know it happened.
What should it be?
Is it just additional D8 per?
I believe so. I'm trying to... Yeah, plus 1d8 to a maximum of 5d8. So since I'm just doing second level, so it now will be 3d8.
Yep, I updated it on your thingy.
Great.
Cliff, I want to roll a perception. Not that it's going to influence his reaction or anything. Wow, pair of threes. Never mind.
What were you trying to perceive so I could tell you how you fail?
Just to see if there is like a zombified like look on Nell's face as this happens, or does they look like everything is normal and all of a sudden just went
I would say that by the time you notice Nell's face, there is a scowl upon it.
Okay.
Now whether that's before or after the thud, I don't know yet.
Oh yeah, like I said, it is not going to change what's happening. Just observation.
I don't think it lets me do leveling up the Thunderous Smite.
I don't think so either. I think Thunderous Smite can only be cast at one level.
Okay.
It's just a, hey, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I was just putting them on there.
Extra.
Here we go.
You know?
Not as bad as it could have been. Still
It's
pretty hefty
decent,
roll.
That's decent damage.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I will say. Everybody, you see Esmeralda's hair flicker, eyes change, and then you see now just like quickly, like this isn't like a walkover slow. This is like you would see now like basically unsheath and in a one motion hit down, and then it would just be like a cacophony of noises as this Thunderous Smite, the Divine Smite goes off at the same time. You would see like
And
that
her
kind
body
of
flies
anti-light.
10 feet away.
There's a knockback on that?
Yeah, 10-foot knockback.
On Thunderous, yeah.
So okay, so you see her hit Esmeralda, and you see Esmeralda like back hit the ground and just go across the grass, just sort of tearing a rut through the field that she's sitting in currently. And then you would
Even
see...
more so of it being a surprise, Nell's great axe actually is mounted on their back, so they just reach back to grab the handle and went whoop, bah!
And then you would see
One quick
now
motion.
continuing to move forward towards Esmeralda's limp body with the axe in hand. Does anybody have a reaction they could do in this instant? That they would want to do in this instant?
I don't
I
know
do,
if
I
it's
yell.
gonna work.
I sure hope somebody gets hold person.
Is Hope a reaction spell?
No.
No.
I was gonna
Oh.
say,
Sorry, I wasn't thinking
That'd be
a
fucking
D&D
overpowered.
reaction. I was
Right.
thinking, how do you react?
So could this be considered an attack of opportunity?
All right.
Because
like that.
they did walk away.
I will say yes. Now, here goes my question, though. Would Thrain even have his weapon in hand at this moment?
I'm not attacking with the weapon. I'm gonna try
Okay,
to
so you're just
grapple.
gonna try to grapple?
Yes, and that's why, because technically it's still an quote unquote attack.
Yeah. No, I love it. So you just seen that happen. Bam! You see her body, and then she starts, like as her body is still kind of moving. You would see Nell start walking towards her. You're gonna try to what?
Just grab Nell.
Sure. Are you still on your knees?
I think I got up because no, this was after we walked away, right? And we came back.
Okay. Then, yeah, go ahead and you could do your attack roll towards Nell.
Is that just regular attack?
Contesting strength saves, I think.
Well,
No,
you
it's
have
a
to land
regular
the
attack.
attack first.
True.
So it's a strength attack. So I'm just gonna attack with my
You just do your normal
Warhammer.
attack. Yeah, you just do a normal attack like you would with your hammer.
no, not me.
Is Thrain
No.
proficient with unarmed?
Well, it just do I have to be? Huh?
I think everybody's proficient with unarmed, aren't they?
It's just a natural. Only monks get the.
Yeah, no one
Actual
gets any
damage.
additional damage, but I think everybody knows how to use their fist in this scenario.
How do these work?
Especially because it's not even using the fist. It's whoop.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
So
fuck.
you reach forward to grab Nell, and as you do, they sort of shrug you off and just keep walking.
I'm gonna use my natural 19.
Hey.
I don't know what just happened, but I'm.
So 24.
Okay. 24 will hit then. Go ahead and do a athletics versus Nell gets to do contesting either athletics or acrobatics, whatever is their highest.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty good.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Get
So-
fucked.
You're standing
Nell
there
is
not knowing what's
proficient.
happening. You see Nell hit Esmerelda, body goes flying, starts walking forward, and in just a moment, like, in this instant, you just instinctively, like, reach around and try to, like, grab Nell around the waist as they're walking away, and you catch an elbow to the face, bam, as Nell shrugs forward and begins raising the axe again.
Emotionless on the face at this point.
Okay.
Do I get to make a save again at the beginning of my next turn?
Well, you don't get 2 attacks on the same turn.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you right.
Yeah. This is still the same.
Otherwise,
This is
otherwise I
silly.
would have cast whole person because I
Yeah,
would have an
these,
action.
These are just reactions at this moment.
Yeah, you're right. So I guess now I wouldn't get to put a smite in it, but
Well, you already. Oh wait. Well, yeah.
Why couldn't
These
you
aren't your
say-
reactions. These are.
These are ours.
I
So-
know. But I was just thinking out loud of like, oh wait, because in my first attack I used them, so I don't get to again. Although
You
Divine
could
divine
use
can
the-
smite,
you?
I don't
Your
think is
divine can.
technically.
Yeah, your divine can do any time you attack.
Yeah.
It is the thunderous
Great, so another
one you
second
can't.
level.
Well, not yet though.
But you sayed.
Is Desmond or Roderick going to be using their reactions for anything?
Desmond doesn't have a single reaction other than the flash of genius.
Okay.
I literally don't. I was just looking up. I will have a reaction using my echo, but not until 10th level.
Well,
I am
you guys
moving
could
out of your
also
space.
do your
Yeah,
attacks of opportunity if you wanted to. Like you guys could all try to be doing like what Thrain did.
I can't say that Desmond would have his weapon drawn.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
You could also
Roderick.
attempt to grapple, but good luck.
I'm playing Desmond though.
I know.
Okay, I am going to have. I'm going to roll intelligence because Roderick thinks that this was an experiment and doesn't understand what's going on.
This was successful.
So let's see. He's like, is this must be a part of it?
hey, Esmeralda, you might want to turn it up a little bit.
Yeah,
No?
like bob and weave. No, shit.
Okay. Then, as Nell steps up to the limp, unconscious body of Esmeralda and raises the axe again, because they are unconscious, I believe if you hit them, it is considered a crit. Is that how that works to an unconscious?
Yeah,
And I'm
'cause
muted,
it's
but I think you can, yeah.
Immediate 2 fails.
It's incapacitation rules, yeah.
So I hit her.
Yeah, so because Esmeralda is unconscious, any attacks to hit the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. So that is considered a crit. So when you roll damage, make sure you hold shift.
Okay. Have you done the thing to make my Divine Smite extra spicy? Make it 3d8 again?
I sure did. Totally
See,
before
now-
you said something.
If I didn't, use my reaction, I could negate the crit factor of this. But if I
That's
use
too
my
damn
reaction, fuck.
That's so
God.
loud.
Oh.
Fuck!
Well, remember we're
Did you guys
using,
forget what Nell can do?
Well, we're using the improved maximums, improved criticals.
Yeah, but it's the second level smite that really was the icing
Yeah.
on the cake with this one here.
Because that was my last second level spell, too.
12888. Oof.
So, what does Nell do in this instant?
Go for the head.
Okay.
Nell is
No,
mind control.
Really ain't gonna be able
Get this
to
bitch.
res that.
So we're just going full cleave straight down through the face.
But I mean, like, okay, she was down on the first hit. Second hit, that's 2 failed saves, right?
Yes.
Second hit would be 2 failed saves.
But
Do you
but
roll
read,
damage
read,
for that?
Read the caption
Oh.
of the damage, John.
It's over her.
But it
it's over her
exceeds.
hit points. What I just
Yeah.
dealt in damage, so she dead. So that's why I said, if we're striking to kill, Nell is under mind control, thinking this is the right thing to do in the moment. You go for the head. This is bloody. This is disgusting. This is not what we do to our friends.
I'm trying to think of.
This
of
is such a
way
very
that-
friendly gesture.
I'm trying to think of a way that we can determine if that was a decapitation or not.
Oh, it wasn't going for the neck. That is straight down the center of face.
Just bisection.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a neck shot. That was a full.
I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it
we're-
doesn't have to be perfectly
They-
centered, but you
They
know.
are laying down, so you would have to do like a golf swing to get straight down. It would be real
depends on
hard-
how they approach the body.
It'd be
Feels
real
like
hard
a-
not to.
If they're laying straight like this, and Nell walked up and straddled
Listen,
the body,
it doesn't have to
and
be
just kind
perfectly
of-
vertical. The aim
Yeah.
is like center of face.
Okay, then I don't think we have to roll anything with that. You see Nell come in, strike, thunderous smite, divine smite, body goes flying. Nell walks again, and you see them drawing weapon. You run up Thrain and try grabbing a hold. And as you do, they elbow you in the face, knock you back a few steps, and by the time you catch yourself and look, you see the axe coming back down, that anti-light again coming from it, as you all hear just a wet thud. Just a Nell, as the axe is making contact, you immediately regain control.
Axes dropped, shock and disgust on their faces. They stumble backwards and they're like, "What the hell was that? What the hell was that?"
You tell us. That wasn't the plan, was it?
Can we take
Of
action?
course not. Something. I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't do that. Pointing at their head.
Due to
So
previous conversations, this is getting cast.
Desmond's
No.
walking at you, both hands on the gun, and he shoots off a shot.
Yeah, no.
I tried.
Nell's already completely dropped the weapon and is crying in this conversation.
He puts the blade point of the weapon up to your face and tells you, walk backwards now.
Nell does exactly as they're told. Sorry, Christina.
Roderick's just still trying to piece together what just happened. Wait, so as soon as I decide not to kill the witch, then we're killing the witch. What is going on?
I was controlled. That wasn't me.
So you're saying she controlled
I don't
you
even
to
do that to our enemies. When have you seen me do that to somebody's head?
I mean, I'd like to see it more against our enemies, but not the friendly witch.
Next round, whenever that comes up, I have another spell I'm casting. Not on Nell this time, though.
Why are you-
Whenever.
I'm not really concerned with turn order on this one. So the interaction between Desmond and Nell can play out.
After getting like 20 feet away, still feeling the blade of his weapon against Nell's back, he says, drop all of your weapons.
The axe is already on the ground by her body, and Nell is just immediately unclipping and just like throwing their bag. They are just completely in shock that this has happened and basically just weeping.
Lay on the ground, hands behind your head.
Complies. There is nothing that is happening against that.
And
Go in my
Desmond-
pack. There's plenty of money. If you have the ability to revive her thing.
Desmond is just holding the gun right against the back of Nell's head.
Thrain, if you have any connections with your new god, this would be the time to call them in.
So, what is the condition of Esmeralda's body? Because this matters.
The body or the head?
It's two
Are
different
there-
answers.
Are there any pieces that are completely separated? Because that matters.
I would say based on the description that Megan gave us, there's nothing that's completely detached from the body.
Okay. So Thrain would have threw off a whole
Nice.
person at Nell, and
While they're already face down, hands behind their head.
well, no, this was right after Desmond shot at you at pretty much the same time, it would have been whole person at you because you attacked us, we're attacking you.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that, and then he saw Desmond taking care of Nell, and ran up to Esmeralda, cast Gentle Repose. So Esmeralda's been dead for 12 seconds, and will be dead for 12 seconds for the next 10 days.
Understood.
But I used every last dollar or gold I had, and the last time that was not even 2 days ago.
Nell's held person, so they can't respond, but they did say to go in the
Oh
bag
no, you
and that they
failed.
had plenty of money.
You succeed the save.
Oh, okay.
It was pre-rolled
Oh, okay.
because they targeted you and you.
How much money does it need?
I don't know. I just dumped my pouch on there and took some from Roderick. It took about 300, I think.
Well, that's thankfully what I have. Because I have 2 plat, 288 gold, 200 copper, 4 silver.
Roger's gonna go over, grab the bag, bring it over to Thrain.
Dump the whole thing on there. Not even count. Just dump.
Esmeralda's
And
having a bad time. It's been a bad few days for Esmeralda.
And just like the first time, pretty much just 10 feet north. I don't know, on the map at least. I don't know if we were actually there. We're trying again.
Oh, Mr. Mister's in the background.
All right. So you dump the pouch of coin onto Esmeralda's body, and go back into doing your ceremonial prayer. And similar to last time, you hear a sound almost of like wings beating. And you hear the sound of change clanging to the ground. And as you look up, you see Esmeralda sit straight up and just turn and look at you. Give me a perception roll, Thrain.
Dirty 20.
You see as Esmeralda looks at you for a brief second, their eyes completely black, devoid of anything. No specularity, no nothing. Just like an empty pit for just a second before they blink and look at you with their normal eyes. And then immediately Esmeralda grabs her head in pain.
I'm just gonna gently grab them and lay them back down. And in the process of that, still targeting Esmeralda. Boop, boop, boop. Love 3 cure wounds.
Desmond, we need some more healing over here.
Does
So,
Desmond
not
want
really.
over there?
Oh shit, that was cure wounds. Okay.
Well, just a general, like, does he like go over there and do it, or is this more kind of like a turn around and do it, like while not leaving Nell?
Not breaking eye contact with Nell at all. Just takes a few steps back until like Esmerelda is in front of him. Both Esmerelda and Nell are in front of him. Then, still looking at Nell, kneels down, places a hand on Esmeralda, and casts the spell.
All right. So Esmeralda is still holding their head. Thrain, when you look at their face where it was like split, you see like a pink scar, like not perfectly, but all the way down the center of their face. And we'll have to see if Christina comes back and how she responds to that. But
Christina's back.
Oh, is
Yeah,
she?
she's
It
back
must
on
have-
my screen.
Okay, it must have came back with a different link then. Hold on, let me update that. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Why isn't it updating? Christina. Paste. Go.
Rip, dude.
Yeah, because stream only
Ouch.
has to go one way.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, she is not updating. Oh, there she is. She's here now. I lied.
Were you able to hear her?
No.
Touching fantasy grounds, make computer go burr. Can you do her rolls?
I said that. Yes. Big Burr.
Okay. So you I don't know if you heard what I said with it though, but he casts a spell on you. You come back. As you do, your eyes are just vacant, just pure black, for a moment before they kind of snap back into having like the specularity and life into them again. And then you immediately grab your head and just, retch in pain as he guides you back down to the ground, and you're just holding your head in pain.
Then you feel, as he's lowering you back down, you feel any of your
I feel
open
like a normal
wounds start
person would scream
healing.
in agony for this, but given my
I think anyone would. I don't care if you're Shatterkai and have lower emotions. Your face was just 7.5.
she's yeah, no, it's not so much that aspect, it's more so the training that I was given to be able to do what I do. So I feel like this is what it feels to be on the other end. Let me
You've been there
check.
twice now.
She'll just kind of like feel around her body, sure like there's no other wounds or anything like that.
There would be
she's fine.
until Desmond walked back.
And
and
she'll tell him.
I could tell she's on delay.
Mm-hmm.
been aware?
What?
Is she still here for you guys?
Yeah,
I can hear you guys,
kinda.
She's gone for me.
she's. I
She's
mean,
still here.
glitching out. Maybe if you keep your camera off, it'll be
Mhm.
less.
I didn't touch
frustrating.
nothing.
I know. I'm saying if you keep your camera off, I know it's less fun, but the computer will be trying
Okay,
to send
I can
less
try.
data out and back.
She's like, I ain't touched nothing. I swear.
I'm watching and I'm streaming.
This is what it was like to play with Sin back in the day.
Oh my god.
When Sin was playing on a cell phone.
Yep.
I'll see her again eventually. I don't know when, but she's just gone for me.
Don't
She
worry
turned off
about
her
it.
camera now,
She's
so-
turned off the
Well-
camera.
She disappeared well before she turned off her camera.
Yeah, but I'm
Um,
saying is they're nothing to see now.
Is the delay any better now, Christina? I'm gonna guess no.
Maybe
Quit
not.
asking her questions. It makes her lag.
Yeah, I can hear you guys just fine.
Okay.
Okay,
You
so
should-
about 30 seconds.
Should we?
You guys-
It's gonna suck. Should we do Discord? Do Discord on the her phone?
For voice, yeah. That
Yeah. It sucked to redo cameras.
I'm checking to see if I can do video on my phone.
Please forgive us while we undergo technical difficulties.
Hey, that's what this shit's all about. While this is going on here, what is Desmond and Roderick doing?
Oh no, it's backwards.
You're backwards.
Desmond's going to, after healing Esmeralda, walks back up. Lost Adam. Walks back up and walks over to Nell. And says, "Get up."
They slowly get up, hands still behind their head.
He drops one hand off the gun and holds it up towards you. Makes a quick motion with his hand, and the gem that was placed in your armor flies out of its socket and into his hand.
Fair.
Roderick is just surprisingly, he's just kind of helping helping her get cleaned up and like just kind of trying to wipe some of the blood off of the face now that it's mostly whole. But other than that, he's not really contributing to what's happening with Nell and Desmond and all that.
Okay. And is anything more going on with Desmond and Nell in this instant?
Just tears.
Desmond sockets the gem into his own armor, grabs the gun with both arms, and keeps pointing at Nell.
Considering they can do it on their own volition, pops off the false arm, and drops it, and then puts their only arm on their head.
Can they?
Just,
take that arm off?
literally disarming themselves.
Ha!
Hi, Christina. It was just funny because it literally puts you at the bottom of the screen, and the like sound bar thing was over your face. So it was just like your forehead and kitty ears popping up over the top for me. It was like,
Can you take off your arm, or is the only arm only comes off at death?
I thought it was death, or if you choose to remove.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it can be removed against their will, but they can remove
Yeah.
it at will.
Right. Okay.
Where do I put you guys? Oh,
So yes, full disarming themselves.
Literally.
So I guess if no one else is gonna ask, I guess I'll ask. No, what did you hear in your head? And Esmeralda, what did you say?
I didn't say anything.
What did you tell them to do? Whatever you're supposed. What were you going to tell them to do?
I was attempting to tell them to sleep.
That kind of backfired.
I heard.
You're the one that ended up sleeping.
I heard the hag. I heard she's on the ground, weak, and her now.
Maybe lead with that, next time.
I did. I said it wasn't me, and I was being controlled. But things were a little tense, so I don't blame any of you for not hearing that part. Esmeralda, I am so sorry.
It wasn't you doing it.
That doesn't make me feel any less guilty. That doesn't get your split skull out of my brain. And now you have to deal with that scar every time you look in the mirror. And every time I look at you, I have to be reminded about what I did. And I'm
She's
sorry.
gonna start touching around looking for the scar and like start rubbing her
Paul?
other scars and be like, which one?
Like, I have a scar.
No, more so like asking which one they're referring to.
And Brand still kneeling next to you because you're still. I'm not sure you'd be getting up quite yet. He'll draw on his face like it's right here.
Oh. You might not. Let's not risk it. I was gonna put Twitch on the computer, but
Oh my god.
No, it's fine.
My laptop cannot run Fantasy Grounds video and Twitch. I doubt that laptop can run Fantasy Grounds and Twitch.
yeah, no.
I don't think that laptop can walk Fantasy Grounds and Twitch, let alone run it.
I wish I knew comforting words to tell you and lie and say the memories fade, but as many years as I've been doing it, I've yet to figure out a way. And she's gonna try and get up.
I'm not gonna stop you. So I'm gonna try to. I'm not gonna let you fall either. So, depending on how easily you stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Roderick is also like got the like cautionary hands up in case It's like many years. How old are you anyway? Is that something you can ask Shatterkai or whatever? Or
Why does everyone keep asking me how old I am?
I forgot how old Thrain was.
Ditto. I'm trying to find it.
Notes.
I don't have an age.
You didn't write it
Esmeralda is
down?
Timeless.
Apparently not.
Make one up. Are you older than Desmond, or are
No.
you younger than Desmond? Well, I'm
he
trying
put
to-
the kibosh for that immediately.
She could have been one of the reincarnations, is all I was
No.
getting at. No, fuck that. Okay.
How old is Desmond?
25.
How much
25.
younger?
Given
is
that
he?
I know your older sister, though, I feel like
Younger
I should be
sister.
like kind of in. I don't know why I was thinking older.
She's cooler.
I thought she was an older sister too, for some reason.
Nah. Younger sister. Desmond is the firstborn Shatterkai after the reincarnation stopped because the Raven Queen was dead.
Oh. That's why I couldn't do it.
Just say 4! She's just a baby!
4.
I don't know, she's
Shatterkai.
22 or some shit.
I'll say 23.
Shatterkai
Okay.
aged to full maturity within the first month. It's all downhill after that.
Right.
Okay, I fixed it. I like how everyone's staring at their phones.
I'm not. I'm typing.
Also,
You're one to talk.
Christina, I sent you a Facebook message.
Oh,
Yes, you're right!
okay. Yeah, I really gotta find a better place to put you. I'm gonna put you over here. I mean, technically, I can't not look at my phone because you guys are on my phone. Sometimes century, please. It's so tiny. I don't like that.
All right. So what's everybody doing?
Making sure Esmeralda's fine. Glancing over at Desmond and Nell every so often, see what's going on there, and make sure there's not a attack coming on my way.
Yeah, no, this is pretty accurate as to what's going on. Tucking my other arm way back behind me so it looks like it's not there. Advantage hypermobility. Wow, that actually looks like there's no arm.
It does.
Threw my shoulder out the socket and just...
So, however much money Nell had in excess of what it took to cast Revivify. That gold is still sort of spilled on the ground around Esmeralda, as Esmeralda and Thrain are sitting there.
Start picking it up, throwing it back in the pouch. So whatever it is, minus 300.
Got it. So that would be 4 silver, 200 copper.
That's what you're picking up then.
You would get about 50 copper back.
Fuck you!
I'm not picking up 200 pieces. You could pick it up if you want.
Inflation.
I'll start picking it up. I'm like, fuck this. You can do it yourself if you want. And I'll hand you your pouch.
Yeah, Nell will pick up theirs when they are no longer. I'm putting that back in its socket. I can't feel my hand anymore.
You don't need to method act. It's okay.
Right.
Yeah, Nell will pick up all their coins when no longer.
Yeah.
Pointing up things.
So, Desmond, as far as our earlier conversation, I think if we are going to have Hag Countess fucking with our heads now, maybe we're going to need something more of the divine nature to prevent that. Like, I know you can do some impressive stuff, but keeping gods out our noggins might be above your area of expertise.
There is nothing I can do in that matter. Then we need whatever being is giving Thrain his power, something that we can all use.
Oh, there we go. Thrain, call your god up again. How much does that cost?
You just get a side eye.
No, we need some more money.
Doesn't
Thrain's
work
god
like
is
that.
greedy.
It's got its greedy.
Hang on. I gotta dig into something real quick.
Gotta find his number.
I'm going to warlock, not cleric. I need cleric. What level am I?
You're a few levels off.
Yeah. Just a couple. I can't summon my god to me yet.
I mean, we don't necessarily need your god to come here. Just like drop off like a little godly package of gifts.
I can't.
Is this the same god that just got Esmeralda back up twice?
Yes.
Ha. So there's a different price to maybe make it happen? How'd you know about this one?
Spell I can cast. I can always try during my nightly prayer or my morning prayer, but I can't promise anything.
Oh, hey, maybe there's a local church of people who
Where
also
would there be a
worship.
church, Roderick? We're in the middle of fucking
I'm not the
nowhere.
worshiper. You tell me. That's what I'm asking.
We're still in the middle of Towering Wilds, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't figure
but-
it's
but
we
around
are-
the corner.
We are on the edge of the Towering Wilds.
Oh, right.
We haven't quite made it out yet.
We can see the plains, but we're at the edge, so we can actually sleep with protections, right?
Yeah.
Grain was exasperated. It was like, where do you see a fucking temple, Roderick? We're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I didn't mean here. I mean within one of the towns we go to.
It'll be Sea Bluff before we get to anywhere, probably.
Okay, there's one in Sea Bluff. There we go. We're heading there anyway. We go there. We ask one of your godly people, like, hey, ask your god to come by real quick, and then we be like, help us out. Thrain's your guy. We're your guys.
You could see if Coin
Makes
has
sense to
any
me.
ideas.
I mean, he might, but he's cool. No, I don't think he's god level.
No, I don't think he's god level either. I'm just saying he might know of a spell or something we can do. Advice.
All right. I mean, I could try when we are. Are we going to like rest up here? Sometimes it takes a minute for him to show up.
We need to rest anyway. What time of day is it, Cliff?
This happened as you were waking up the morning
It's
after
first thing in the
camping.
motherfucking morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you guys essentially started off your day just
Good morning!
PvPing, yeah.
Oh, right. Because this is the day
Fucking
after
dawn.
the whole gun incident, isn't it? The silencer incident. The next day.
Yeah.
Next
Yes.
morning.
Yes.
Then, okay. So that happened yesterday morning, right?
No,
Or was
last
that
night.
overnight? Oh, it was overnight. Okay. So yeah, Thrain's gonna. We haven't got it. Have we? Was it as we're getting up and getting around, or
You got woken up by the silencer, and it's just been going on since then.
it's okay? So morning prayer has not happened yet. Yeah, give me a minute to get around. I gotta do my prayer, and we'll get back on the road.
Thanks for the sub attack of opportunity.
And he'll get up and he'll walk about 60 feet away.
To do what?
Morning prayer.
Oh, okay.
Finish getting dressed in morning prayer.
Okay.
I am going to keep an eye on Roderick. Make sure he doesn't go bug him while he does his prayer.
I'm about to say, what the fuck did Roderick do?
Fuck Roderick. Nell just killed you, but fuck Roderick.
You're right.
No, because of the conversation.
I get it. I don't know. Any of you guys got any like secret gods or something?
I can keep praying to Doriel. It's not that he'll answer or ever has.
All right. Well, pray like really hard and tell Daryl it's an emergency.
Daryl!
Maybe he'll show up.
Nell nods. Still has their one hand on their head. May I move?
No, you can pray there.
Can they at least have their arm back? Because I mean, to pray you need like 2 hands, right?
Look
It's not
at
work.
Roderick and kind of side eye him.
Nell is just grabbing their amulet, just, item of worship, their Doriel amulet, praying, begging for protection from the Hag Countess, for guidance, for helping them do anything to help put this fucking plane of existence on the path of justice. It's kind of your portfolio, Doriel.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of prayer. I'm sure nothing happens.
Nell's got some passive aggressive praying going on to their god.
No, I don't want to.
Bray's got some-
Not with that attitude.
So that was Megan's attitude, not Nell's attitude.
What is Roderick and Desmond going to do during this time here? Is there anything worth note, or is it just kind of getting ready for the day?
Desmond's doing the same thing he's been doing.
I will say in my prayer, I will ask for guidance or protection from the hag, or about the situation, but from the hag,
Okay.
in better words, though.
It's fine. You speak to your god with your heart. They get it.
Try speaking with your wallet.
Right.
It's like, not feeling.
I have. It's a lot of gold recently.
They gave you a lot of power recently.
Oh, they did.
Life costs money. It's like the American healthcare system.
Dang.
I mean, yeah, it'd be a little bit more. It's probably, yeah, not that much.
Ice cream's here.
Mystery God says,
Right.
It turns out empty pockets. I ain't got shit.
Oh yeah, I owe you money, huh?
Roderick is going to
I feel like I should have to pay for the second one though.
Oh, you're not. That's Nell. That's up to Nell if you want to argue with Nell about that.
yeah, Roderick will he will place down his coin.
Heads up or tails up?
Just flip it in whichever way it lands.
Tails. He is absolutely certain that's the right one. And while he's waiting, he is going to figure out this praying thing, and he is going to pray to Cookie Goddess.
Cookie Goddess. That's what we're calling Ray now. Cookie Goddess.
Okay.
The fucking god of fucking metallic dragons is. Or no, of
Produced
chromatic
cookies.
dragons.
She
Is
got
the cookie.
demoted.
The cookie
She got
god.
demoted or promoted, I'm not sure.
I guess it depends on how much you like dragons.
Or cookies. What if they're dragon-shaped cookies?
Out of sheer morbid curiosity, what is the gist of the prayer that Roderick is gonna send to Reyna?
The gist of it is, hey Raina, it's your boy. Need a little help. We've been trying to contact you.
About your vehicle's extended warranty.
Reyna gets this text message. What is this?
The fuck is spam?
Report junk.
Could really use your help. Trying to bring back, your city, your champion, and all that.
Your dad.
Right. So, let me know ASAP. Would be appreciated. Hopefully see you soon. And then near the end of the prayer, hey Thrain, how do you end a prayer?
Okay, love you, bye.
Yeah. XOXO smooches. Best prayer ever. Gonna hear from my God before any of you suckers.
You didn't leave a cookie offering, so she's not gonna fucking help you.
We're in the fucking forest. There's no cookies.
That's too damn bad.
Per stack, is that per die?
No, that means that like if multiple table of fate are rolled
Okay.
and you get the same result, it stacks. I did that because we had so many before that would be like you get it multiple times and it would seem useless. So all of them now can stack.
Nice.
All right. Okay, so we don't get too carried away with silliness here. Nell is praying quite literally for justice. Roderick is praying for some sort of guidance or help from a source that he may or may not believe in. And Thrain, you're praying for some sort of support against the hag.
Yep. And then, general prayer and thanks for, bringing someone back to life twice. The same person, no less.
Sure. Okay. So you all do your prayers and then begin setting everything up for the rest of the trek. The day ahead of you, I believe, if I remember, a month ago when the last session was, that the plan was to head back to that same small fishing village and try to see if you can get another boat from them. And then you're going to sail to Sea Bluff, correct?
Mm-hmm. Along the way, I would have did this and got a level 2 back.
Okay.
That is the intention, yes.
Okay.
Not actually using this, but it requires a channel divinity usage.
Okay. Is there anything of note that anyone is doing prior to getting camp completely broken down and get ready to leave?
Picking up my remaining money.
Okay.
I
Yep.
just went from rich to fucking basic bitch real fast.
Join the club.
Yeah.
You know how much I got?
Money stash.
I got 206 copper.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna pick up my stuff. A little grumpy, so I'm only picking up my stuff and dousing the fire, and that's it.
Gonna reattach the prosthetic arm.
Before or after you pick your money up? It only matters for the comedy.
Even numbers is the arm was not on for the money. Okay, they put on their arm before they picked up the money.
Sorry, Capital.
Less fun.
All right. So you all finish up your prayers, break down camp, and then begin your march towards the village. And from your where you're at, you're just inside the lining of the woods. There's the big open field. And off in the distance, like through the rolling hills and sort of down a shallow valley, you could see the village. It's a little bit of a hike away, but like you could still see that. Roderick, as you're all walking, as you're about to exit the woods, you hear a voice go, "Psst, hey kid."
Who?
Roderick hears this.
Huh.
All right. He is going to stop in his tracks and try to determine where it's coming from. What the hell? Why did it do 3?
What?
You turn your head at the direction that the voice came from, and you see no one there, but sort of almost like this has been placed specifically for you here. There's a break in the thicket above, light shining down on this tree stump, and there is a sword jabbed into the stump of the tree.
Ooh. He goes, ooh, sword, and just starts walking over casually to go pick it up.
I'm walking. I don't even notice.
Nell
Roger, stop.
does not feel they have the right to tell anyone to do anything right now.
What order are we walking in?
I'm
You
up
tell
front,
me.
apparently.
Nell is going before anyone, and right behind Nell is Desmond, like 10 feet behind.
Well,
I feel like I should be at the end.
I would be leading because we need someone that knows how to get somewhere.
Navigate.
Yeah.
You can navigate behind, and we can correct.
I'll walk next to Desmond.
You're like,
That's not
hey,
how
you guys
that
went the
works.
wrong way. It's not hard to be like, Nell, go that way instead, and Nell has to retrace their steps.
I'll be walking right next to Desmond.
Also, at this point, it was said that we could see the fishing village in the distance, so
No,
we're
no,
just
no,
walking there.
Yeah. So I was basically saying once you break out of the wood lining, then you could see it. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
You're still a little ways away before you get there, but I just wanted to
Got
establish like the vantage when you break through. Okay, so Desmond, or Nell, Desmond, Thrain, Roderick, and then Esmerelda.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Roderick would be somewhere near Thrain because the two of them have been switching off leading. So
Okay.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't necessarily let Esmeralda. No.
So it's gonna more be like Nell, Desmond and Thrain, Roderick, and Esmeralda standing side by side then?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I think I would have told Roderick to don't let them fall. Gesturing towards Esmeralda.
Yep.
If I'm in here in distance, I would be like, don't touch me.
He starts going, I'm not touching you.
All right, so if Esmeralda's
So
at the
very
back,
human of you.
if Esmeralda's at the back, then Esmeralda, you're probably the only one who would really have seen, based on Thrain's role, Roderick sort of walk off the path a little bit from where you're headed, and he's walking into the woods.
What are you doing?
Be right back. I see something.
Okay. I'm gonna like kind of slow my pace to just make sure I can still see him.
Sure, give me a perception roll. Or you want me to do that? I don't want to break
No, I
your
can do
shit. Okay.
No, it's fine.
You guys are gonna see an explosion in their camera just freeze for a second. Okay. Roderick, you hear, "Psst, hey kid," and then you walk. As you look over, you see this sword just kind of stabbed into this tree stump.
Okay. He's going to walk. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna. His intention is just to walk over and take it out of the stump.
Perfect. Yeah. So you grab it, and as you grab the handle, you hear him say, "That's right, kid. One good tug and you got me free." And as you look down, you see that at the hilt of the sword, there's this small face, this mouth moving, and this sword is talking to you.
Huh. What was in those rations?
Someone collected the wrong kind of mushrooms.
Right kind.
So
who are you?
does Esmeralda stop the three of us?
I mean, it's not like you're deaf.
like, if you guys start like getting a good distance, then I'm gonna be like, hey, but like if I can still like kind of keep an eye on him and everything, then I'll just wait and see what happens.
Yeah,
I rolled a nat 1 on my perception. I'm not paying attention. That's why I was asking.
I know I'm not paying attention.
we know where your focus is.
Wait, Cliff, did you say I do see him still?
Yeah, I mean, you're walking, you slow your pace so you can see him, and you see him walk off in the distance, but you don't really, with an 11, you don't see exactly what's going on here. You just see him sort of walk off into the woods a little bit. He's not too far from you, but he's just a little ways, like, in.
Okay. So I
wouldn't
nothing.
say that from your point of view, like, there's anything alarming going on. Like, for all intents and purposes, in your travel, Roderick has probably stepped off to the side to piss like this at some point, so it's probably not even that alarming at all.
Okay.
And he's gonna ask, so who are you?
My friends call me Guide, but... well, let's just say I ain't had friends in quite some time.
Oh boy. Okay, so let's cut to the chase. If you're evil or have some sort of evil intentions or work for some evil master or something like that, you don't want to go where we're going. You don't want to be involved with anything having to do with me or my group. Trust me. So if
I promise I'm not.
Okay, cool. And then he just starts trying to put
Oh my God.
That was perfect timing.
Shit. So yeah. So give me a either give me a straight strength or an athletics roll. Your call.
How? Well, I guess I won't know. I don't know because I don't know how long the sword is. So yeah, what he's gonna do is he's gonna pop out his echo on the opposite side, and they're just gonna kind of top a hand on the hilt, and they're both gonna try and pull it up.
Gonna King Arthur this shit.
Does that give any advantage or no?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. And is it athletics?
Athletics or strength, your call.
All right. Hey.
I think a nat 20 is pretty fucking good.
19 and a 20, damn.
It was happening.
Yeah, so you you put your hand on the handle of the sword, start pulling up, right underneath the hand guard. Your echo puts his hands up, starts lifting up, like butter, just slides right out. And like as you pull it out, he's like, oh, I've been stuck here for so long. Thank you, truly, thank you.
Sure. What's your intentions now?
I don't know. I've been here for so long, like, I thought that I was just gonna rust out and die here.
Huh. Were you born or made?
You see like a puzzled look on his face for a second? I don't know. I've just kind of always been.
That's a sweet answer.
So where are we headed? You said some spooky, scary shit about I don't want to go to some place if something is something, and I want to know.
Yeah, so like feuding gods, devils, and demons all trying to fight over the control of the world, and we're the unlikely bunch that's supposed to stop it?
You're shitting me.
Nah, wish it was.
So you're like a legitimate hero.
I mean, some may say it is so.
Well, it is my honor to be your sword.
I love this guy.
Oh, I'm so interested. Y'all going back in the case.
No, it's
Don't
funny.
put his
You're-
back in the case. Don't do it.
No.
He's doing it at the best times.
All right. You said your name is Guy.
Guide.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm
Are we
Roderick.
saying guy or guide?
Guide.
Guy was funnier. My name's Guy. You're a sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
About to beat you with this guy.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm Roderick. This is other Roderick. We're the same, but not. You'll figure it out.
Holy shit. Twin
yeah.
heroes?
Something like that. Yeah. So
Like, this is fucking crazy.
yeah.
I got
So
him.
we're gonna go meet the rest of the crew who recently just tried to kill each other. So, but we are trying to do better now. So we're working on it.
Who am I to question the motives of heroes?
Okay.
It's a good philosophy. Yeah.
You guys stay up now?
Phone's almost as stable as I am.
Ditto.
He starts just kind of casually strolling over while let's flinging it around and getting used to the weight of it and everything.
Yeah,
And just
for all outside of the obvious, it's just a short sword. Like it's good quality. For it being pulled out of a stump, it's in remarkably good shape. But it's just a short sword.
Okay. Yeah, so he's gonna just come back out of the woods, and he's just got this sword, and he's just kind of twirling it around, and his Echo is just kind of looking at him twirling it around.
And everybody else, you're just gonna hear this voice that you've never heard before, going, "Oh my god, are you guys all heroes?"
Instant turnaround.
No,
Well, I mean, I'm
just,
already
just
facing
me.
him.
That makes sense.
Yeah. They're
Hang on.
helpless to the heroes.
Brandon will whip around and you'll see his hand glowing, getting ready to attack you. Pretty much.
He looks like a hero to me.
That's just Thrain.
What is that? What?
It's his guide.
Where did you what? Where did that come from?
Oh, right over there in the woods.
I've been in this frickin' stump for like years.
Hmm.
And the purple energy in his hand will just kind of just fade out.
Yeah.
With his hand still up, just that like complete bewilderment. Like, and you thought it was a good idea? Why?
Because heroes rescue people.
This guy's
Obviously.
a fucking legend.
Yeah. See.
How did you know he needed rescuing?
Because he asked for help.
I seen you guys walking by and I called forward and this dark shining hero stepped up and whisked me away from my prison.
There's not enough alcohol in this world for this. And turns around and keeps walking.
So that's Thrain. He's half a Shatterkai. That's Desmond over there. He's like really smart, but also like King Shatterkai. No, Prince Shatterkai. And then that's the witch. She's also a Shatterkai. And then that's Nell, who is kind of Shatterkai. I don't know. There's a lot of Shatterkais.
I don't know what a Shatterkai is, but that's cool. I've never seen a witch before.
Yeah, it's my first one too.
I thought they'd be
Played
uglier.
a fucking god.
Mm.
Are they supposed
I'm
to have
gonna
like
put on my
warts on their
hands.
nose and shit?
Can Can the sword see?
It's got a face.
Well, I just want to be sure, because, it can see Esmeralda and that she is beautiful.
Yeah, so you said I
Does
thought it would
not-
be uglier.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought you said, do they still have warts on their face? I was like,
No. I said I thought they're supposed to have warts on their face.
ah.
I know you can't understand them because of the accent. I get it.
I'm too busy trying to control myself. Because you see, not only does he have a strong Boston accent, but you see, I have this other character, Samson Longshadow, and he sounds an awful lot like Samson.
I like Samson.
Samson's a three-eyed tabaxi. He
I
doesn't
got a
know why
cousin
he's
named
third
Samson
eye either.
Longsword. What a coincidence.
But yeah, no, Esmeralda's gonna hold her hand out to Roderick and be like, "May I
What are you gonna do?
just look at it?"
You're looking at it now. Well, you gotta look with your hands.
Witches look with their hands?
Maybe that's what I'm finding out too.
You're the one looking through a blindfold.
Uh-huh. What's your point?
Would it hurt to part with it for a few seconds?
All right, but no witchy stuff.
Understandable.
You cool with this guy?
Hey man, this is the most action I've got in a long time.
He hands it over.
Josephin actually looks back at that comment for a second to see what's going on.
Doesn't try to be all stoic like.
I'm gonna take a look over to see if I can see if it has like anything to try and identify it, I guess would be the best explanation.
Do you have the identify spell?
That's a whole spell in and of itself.
It is.
Oh fuck, hold on. I don't think so.
If you don't have it, you can give me like a investigation roll or an arcana roll, depending on what you're trying to determine.
It would be an arcana, most likely. Yeah, let's do arcana. Oh, I rolled 2. My bad.
12. For everything that you can tell looking at this sword, the sword is mundane, but it's clearly magical.
Hold on. I'm gonna do something.
Hey, Hero, why is she laughing like that?
I don't know, man.
I'm just gonna walk a few feet and I'm gonna yeet it back into the woods.
What the fuck?
You just hear a voice off in the distance. Man, what the fuck?
It's like, see, we were trying to build trust. Now I don't trust you again.
No, you said no witch. You said no magic. I did no magic.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
We don't know what that is,
Uh-huh.
if it's good or bad, and you bring it.
Quickly, we don't know if you're good or bad, and yet we brought you back to life. He's gonna go walk over back into the forest to go find his sword.
We have people in the party. Some of us actually specialize in magic items. Some of us specialize in detecting things that are good and are evil. We have ways of figuring this out.
Excuse me if I'm a little skeptical of everything at this moment.
That's valid. I did just kill you.
You pick it up and he's like, "That witch got a freaking cannon."
Yeah, we'll reset that whole trust thing. Help me keep an eye on that one.
It's what I do best.
Perfect.
Just make sure you keep the front of me facing her.
Got it.
Walking, holding the sword up like.
That's what I'm imagining.
He's like, wait, I have an idea. He looks over to his echo. It's like, if you go back to your world, and you come back, will you have? Both their eyes get wide. And then Roger just waves him away and then brings him back.
He's got a disappointed look on his face.
Oh.
He's like, I'm one of a kind, baby.
Sorry, we'll try again later.
You do realize you have to do this voice constantly now, Cliff, right?
Oh, I chose the voice. I knew what I was doing. He's like, all right, what's next? We gonna slay some dragons or some trolls or something?
Right now, we're just going to Sea Bluff. And we're gonna go to Thrain's God's church and see if he'll show up if we pay him enough. Think that was the plan? Something like that.
Hero, I'm not gonna lie to you. That sounds boring as shit.
I know. Don't worry. It gets exciting randomly and unexpectedly all the time.
As you rejoin, you see him stop talking for a second. You see him just kind of squint his eyes as he's looking at Esmerelda.
All three of them are. Except two of them have a blindfold, so you're just seeing it kind of scrunch up.
I've always wondered, does your other version of you have the blindfold too?
Yep. It's just a color palette change, but essentially identical.
One's just
Isn't
got a sepia filter on it.
Isn't it mirrored too? So everything is opposite. If you have a specific birthmark, it's on the opposite side.
I don't know. Echo,
Yeah.
lift your shirt.
I was going to that. Does he have those on him?
I would
That's the echo.
imagine if he lifted up his shirt, all of the magical text would be backwards.
If it's even there. Or if he even...
I mean, you're asking out of Gwen questions, so is Thrain asking?
Uh,
Are you going to ask the Echo to lift his shirt?
No, because Thrain wouldn't be thinking about this right now. It's going to be one of those first thing in the morning. Hang on a second.
Take your
Walking
clothes
through the
off.
woods thinking about Roderick's titties.
Right.
Gotta know.
He's like, good for you.
Right.
Is the cat attacking your feet?
Hmm?
No, I seen him turn the cat was attacking him.
Oh.
Yeah, so you all continue walking a little bit and you exit the woods, and again you're standing in this this meadow, and there's this shallow valley, and down the way, couple 100 yards, you can see this little fishing village.
So, who's buying the boat?
I will.
Okay. Because I'm out of money. Stares
Can't
at you.
imagine why.
don't know why you're out of money.
She freeze for anyone else?
No, she's frozen.
Oh, there she is.
She's back.
Maybe.
Okay, the fan is spinning at normal speed now.
And Christina, if you replied, we did not hear you.
Money. No.
Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. What?
Money. I'm out of
Money.
money staring at you.
No, I'm paying for it. Yeah, it's fine.
Do you guys have a plan of like what you want to do, or are you just kind of walking in there and be like, hey, we want to buy a boat, or like, what's this? How's this exchange gonna go?
Let's see if they remember us for one.
It's only been a couple months, and it's a town of like 6 people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we go up, do they remember us? Like, and say, hey, do you have another boat we can buy?
We'd like to purchase another canoe.
That last one was exquisite. Another.
Another!
Okay, yeah, you guys walk in, and the wall surrounding this little village, the gates open to it, and you can see a few people moving around on the inside. As you all approach, you would see the same person that you seen last time that you were there. And he just stops and he just shakes his head. And he's like, back so soon? And without the boat that we gave you?
We bought.
And lost.
It doesn't travel too well on land.
No, I don't assume that it does.
Do you have another one we could buy again?
I told you before, the money is not the concern. You're taking a vessel of our livelihood away from us. These take a week or more to craft. Would you all be willing to help catch us some fish or build up some surplus of food for us in exchange?
Yes.
She's not gonna say anything. She's just gonna walk and look
Yeah.
for a fishing pole, start helping.
Let us know what the supplies are.
It's most excellent. You see him actually like perk up a little bit for the first time. He walks into a house that's nearby. The outside of the house has like some fish hanging on string, kind of tied to the top of the porch. And he comes out with the most rudimentary looking fishing poles you have ever seen in your life. They are little more than a stick with string. And he proudly hands each of you your own.
Where is the best spot you've seen to go fishing?
He just like gestures towards the water. He's like, the lake is very giving. You just need to have the right technique. It may take you a little while, but once they start biting, you should be good.
And do you have one? Do we have to go out together, or do you have multiple boats we can use?
You see that like happiness in his face just immediately get wiped away. You want multiple?
No. For when we go out to go fishing.
Oh, you're fishing
More-
from the shore, and he kind of like he like gestures towards the shoreline of the lake.
Yeah, no, Esmeralda already walked off and was like looking for like a good distant area to start fishing at.
Looking for a marshy place with lots of lily pads.
Do
Yep.
you
Popping the light blue berry that makes me fly. Dropping the line where I am slightly away from the shore and among the lily pads.
So, before you do that, just for continuity's sake, is Desmond gonna let Nell start popping berries?
I don't think the berries have done anything dangerous.
Other than the one time I went blind.
Well, I meant dangerous for us.
Yeah.
Well, no, maybe not, but like, you know that they can make you fly and things like that, so I don't know if like
Yeah,
he's trying to
but
keep
I
them.
also never said I gave them their weapons back.
Okay.
That does mean I'm not carrying a backpack with berries in it?
But then Nell doesn't get her berries.
Fuck my berries.
Get on the shore, start fishing.
Okay. So, who all is
No,
proficient in nature?
Do we have anyone?
Uh,
That's
best
what I was like
can
debating if it was gonna be
do-
nature or performance. That's why I did performance because I was like,
Yeah, best I can do is
technically it's a
survival.
skill.
I got it.
I mean, performance would be like making it look good.
Ah,
I can do a beautiful cast, but ain't
Yeah, I
catching
feel like
shit.
you could argue survival because you gotta fish to survive, but I don't know.
You can argue all of them if you're good enough. I don't know how you're gonna follow the tracks of the fish, but you know it's possible, I guess. But no one has nature then.
No.
Oh, jeez.
I got
ah,
the most fish.
I would like to use a survival roll to try to find the best spot to, like find like that school of fish to try and catch in.
Sure.
I'm a city bitch and I've never fished before, but I'm doing my best. It's not good.
Okay. What is Desmond and Thrain using?
So after receiving the fishing rod, can I like walk over to a building, place it against the wall, then go and start making a magic item instead?
That's what you want to do, sure.
So like he gets the fishing rod, you like straight face, breaks into like a frown, walks over, places it down, and just goes and pulls out his tools.
Go ahead.
Desmond makes like a contraption that catches fish magically, then this guy would like never have an issue making his boats again. Hold on.
So, as you set the rod down and then start pulling out things from your bag to start tinkering, you see this guy, like, he just looks so sad at you setting his pole down. And he's like looking like right at you as you're doing it.
His disappointment is immeasurable.
Oh no,
Exactly.
it's palpable. It is measurable.
I'm gonna just use nature, but I'm also gonna use guidance.
Okay.
Give me some fish.
Pretty fucking good. Just don't roll a 1.
We don't need 2 of us.
Okay. All right, so everybody kind of goes on their own and finds their little area at the shore, and begins to cast off. Desmond behind everybody for a little bit as he's like putting together. Just picture him like pulling out like different things and kind of screwing them together and making like a collapsible rod or something.
Meanwhile, Nell goes to cast and gets the fucking hook caught in a tree.
You go to cast, and as you do, you lose grip of the pole and you throw it into the middle of the water.
This guy is
perfect
gonna be
cast.
so.
The perfect cast.
Hold on,
And
baby.
he sees you.
It's like, oh, this is your livelihood, huh? Fuck you.
He's looking all disappointed
Panic.
at Desmond, and then all of a sudden he looks over at Nell, and Nell's like, yeet! Splash! And he's just like,
Look at their hands. Size. Tries to gauge how far out it is. Cliff, how far away is it?
you hear the guy just go, 5 gold! 5 gold, and I'll sell you a boat.
We
Good
have
move,
to wait
Nell.
for Esmerelda to tell us if that's a fucking deal.
I'm just gonna keep fishing. I'm told otherwise.
And you throw it, I don't know, probably a good, just for funsies, give me an athletics roll.
Yeah.
No! Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you throw it about, 10 feet or so away from you into the water. Just shoo.
Click, 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 click. Taking off the armor.
You're seeing
10
it, like,
minutes
slowly-
later, walks
slowly-
out to get the fucking...
You're seeing it slowly
Like-
drifting away, because remember, this is a moving body of water. This isn't stagnant.
Listen. I'm following it along the shore as I'm taking off the armor.
Nell's just disrobing, like, down the bank. Chest plate here, gauntlet here, leg brace there. Sure. Yeah, so after Desmond puts the pole down and starts tinkering, and Nell yeets their pole into the middle, you hear out of frustration the guy just goes, 5 gold, I'll sell you a boat for 5 gold.
Not even gonna look up. Desmond, can you make another poll, please?
Sure.
He grabs a stick and ties a string to it. Here you go.
New and improved.
He just kind of like sighs, and he just walks defeatedly back into the little village border. Desmond, give me an Omni-Tool roll.
That's in skills, not actions.
Okay. Yeah, so you could pretty easily whip something up. What are you thinking?
I want to make a duplicate of my homunculus servant, just not equipped with like battle ready shit, just to help with tasks around.
Okay. I feel like, wouldn't that be like an actual like legit like downtime crafting thing? Or is that an action?
He can make his as an action,
Uh-huh.
and going based off of how he can make his, he's gonna try to do that with the adjustments.
Okay.
So a little bit longer than that, but not like full length downtime.
Okay. And what are you going to have it do?
Be able to hold a fishing rod, or like it's gonna be like a floating, like machine, but with arms that can just do basic tasks like move baskets, shit like that.
Give him the fishing rod and just the arms casting it up.
What's your purpose? You fish.
I move things with my arms. All right. Well, go ahead and give me a nature roll to see how well your new servant fishes.
That was almost a 19.
Oh, so close.
So it's still trying to get. You're still trying to like work out the kinks in the model of this thing, and like it just keeps casting, and like the lure just like lands just like a foot or so in front of it. It's just gonna like. All right. What did everybody roll?
13.
15.
I think I did a 16.
And then Roger got a 15.
13, 16, 15, 1.
1.
And what was Sin's? Was just a 7? 7. Okay. Everybody, go ahead and give me a D20. For every 100 total score you guys get, you will catch a fish. You guys are doing great. All right, you guys are up to 63, 71, 78. So, how long y'all plan on fishing for?
I mean, I still gotta get my stupid thing out the water. Try again.
Say 2 hours, 3 hours, a couple hours.
Maybe I should forage. I don't think fishing is Nell's forte.
I heard 2 or 3 hours. Anybody agree or disagree?
I feel like I would stop when told to. I would just keep fishing.
Okay.
Would you allow me to, instead of fishing, abandon fishing and go use my herbalism tools to forage for food?
Sure.
Sweet. I like that better. I should stick to what I'm good at.
Confirm it.
Oh.
I thought I was gonna double it. I was like,
all right, everybody but Nell, go ahead and give me 2 more D20s if you're doing 3 hours in total.
this is a very plentiful place to fish, because that's not how fishing works.
What do you mean?
I'm just thinking about how you'd be lucky to catch 13 fish in a day.
No, that's not how many fish you're catching.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
For every 100 points, you're gonna catch a fish.
Okay.
You guys have collectively caught a fish.
Nice.
A fish is all you catch during those 3 hours. Between the 5 of you, you managed to catch a fish.
Roderick has an idea.
Okay.
What you mean, huh? He's gonna find that school of fish. He's gonna load in one of his lightning ammo.
Okay.
He's gonna shoot right in the middle of them to see if this genius idea works.
Okay. So, does anybody do anything if they see... Everybody give me a perception roll to see if they see Roderick loading up his gun and aiming at the water.
I'm not gonna perceive because I walked off into the woods.
Is it the silenced one or is it the regular one?
I'll sure hear it if it's not the silenced one.
He's got... Wait, did we craft 2 silencers or just one?
Just one.
Just the one.
Okay, no, it's the silenced one.
Okay. So
He's gonna sit there and just...
Okay. I'm about to say, you see Roderick, like, fishing, and then, like, out of frustration, you just see him, like...
I'm gonna walk over. Just like... Just get ready to shoot. What you doing?
Fishing.
Then you hear another voice say, "Like a hero."
Yeah.
Interesting
this-
way to fish.
Is
Let's
this
see how it
is
goes.
this the useless magic item that got rolled? Is it just an annoying talking sword?
Annoying. How dare you? Wait, why'd that roll twice?
Why you shooting
Why-
at Esmeralda?
Poor Esmeralda can't catch
What?
it.
What? Why is this? I don't even know.
Roger's guns are just that's what they do now.
Oh shit!
He's aiming at the water.
What you doing? Fishing.
Esmeralda's still prone technically. That's why I was at disadvantage.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Okay.
15 was first. Yeah,
Yeah.
25.
I'm gonna take the lower of this. Okay. Yeah. So you see Roderick load up a bullet, shoot into the water, and then all of a sudden you just hear this little ee, and then a little flash under the water, and then all of a sudden you see
Hell yeah!
6 fish just go.
Roger starts walking over, and then right behind Thrain, his echo just walks past, goes, "Results, guy."
Nell, give me a d6.
As his echo gets close to the
Oh,
water,
come on.
he's just gonna give him a little push to see if he falls in. I tried to hurt him or anything, just
You just got to take 1 point of damage.
don't hit a rock.
Don't hit a rock, buddy.
Twist an ankle and it shatters.
I mean, I think you have to roll to see if you even land the push.
My target. Hang on, let me stop targeting Esmeralda.
Why should I targeting Esmeralda?
Fucking shoot a bitch.
Oh.
10 to hit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You give him a little nudge, and he just kind of like turns around and looks at you. He gives you a stupid little smile. He's like, "You're just jealous."
Chuckle and walk away. Go back to fishing.
All right, your guys' bounty for the day: 7 fish and about a pound of berries.
Pound of vegetation berry nonsense.
And after 3 hours or so, the guy comes back out, and he has a kind of a half smirk on his face, and he's like, "This is what it's like to be part of our tribe. It's not about the results so much as it about the effort you put into it."
I elbow
appreciate
Roger.
you all.
I give elbow Roger goes like, hey, haha.
Sorry, can't hear you over the size of the mountain of fish I brought in.
He's like, "Don't get me wrong. We still need food to survive, so it is immensely helpful. But for outsiders to take the time to share with our customs and to help with us, that means a lot." And he kind of just turns around and he points at this this wall of canoe. There's like 3 or 4 canoe like stacked up. And he's like, feel free to take any one that you want. And he kind of goes over and he scoops up the basket of fish. And he starts walking away with the basket of the berries and the fish. And he like stops for a second. He's like, keeps walking.
Pre-cooked. I'm gonna. If there's any of them are larger than the other, I'm gonna grab the largest one. But if not, just grab one.
Yeah, they're all basically the same. I mean, they're all handmade, so there's slight variations, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you guys grab your canoe, and I'll say at this point in time, it's probably early afternoon.
How long did it take us last time to get over?
I think it was like 2 days. And I think that the details were a little fuzzy because y'all had a connecting flight.
Gonna make Christina cry.
Bring back some trauma.
It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, should we head out tonight or just wait and do it in the morning?
You guys only had 4 people last time, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be a bad time.
How many does a canoe seat comfortably, Cliff?
4.
That con save I just did at disadvantage was for how much Nell's phobia of deep water affects them on this canoe trip.
9's pretty good, right?
I want you to notice that it's a nat 1.
Let
Hey.
me see something.
Hey, Nell. I'm going to go ahead and give you a fate point for playing into your trauma. Reward you for your trauma.
Yay! Somebody
Finally!
has to reward me for my trauma. I've been through enough, Cliff!
Do what I can, you know? On that note, let's take a break here because my throat is extremely fucking dry and I don't have any more drink and I am like having a hard
You
time.
want to know why your throat's dry?
I know exactly why. It's this goddamn sword.
It's fucking
Goddamn
sword.
sword, because let me
Goddamn
tell you, the
sword.
whole time I play Simpson, I go through water like crazy.
So
He's my favorite one-shot character.
take a quick little break. It's gonna say 10 minutes, but we don't gotta take the full 10 minutes. I just want to get a drink and then y'all can go pee or whatever you need to do.
Water sounds like a great idea.
Mm-hmm. The ones. These ones. Walmart probably would if anybody does. Walmart's got gluten-free tortillas. Do not parade me. Y'all good to go? All right, let's kick it back over. Okay, so you are at the outskirts of this village. You have a canoe, and you all are getting ready to set sail across this lake, this large body of water, to get to Sea Bluff. What's your guys' seating arrangement gonna look like?
I'll go with the front of the back. I'm small.
You're small but heavy.
Yeah, good point.
Desmond will be at the back.
Middle.
Figured as much.
Roger can be in the front. I don't care.
I'll be in front of Nell.
So like,
Facing them.
so like, you guys are gonna have to sit like 2 deep, 2 deep, 1 deep.
I'm short, but I'm stout, so I don't think I can actually fit someone too deep with me.
So you're the 1 deep then.
Mm-hmm.
So Desmond and Esmeralda sit right next to each other, right? Or unless
Desmond sitting next to Nell.
Desmond sitting in Esmeralda's lap. Like, what are we doing?
I'll sit in the back with Esmeralda. That's fine.
Okay. So then Roderick and Nell are in the middle. Roderick gets to deal with Nell's meltdown. All right. So at normal pace, it's about a 2-day journey across this lake. Do I have? I do. Okay. Pull this up real quick.
hey,
Yeah, so it's about a 2-day journey across here. But it is a strong current, and it is a long way to be in a canoe. So you guys let me know. Do you plan on trying to like anchor down and get some sleep, or do you plan
Paddling
on
shifts.
what?
Paddling shifts.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Or do you plan on actually paddling in shifts?
I'll paddle later, but paddle through the night if we need. But I'll start sleeping now, and then by the time it comes to it,
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Thrain just pretty much sit there, hands across the lap, head down. What you doing, Nell? I see you wiggling.
I was looking at the kitten. That was Megan being happy. Go, baby! As he reached up and went. Nell is doing their best, but it doesn't take far off from the shore before they look visibly pale. And the farther off from the shore we go, the more they shake.
All right. So is Nell going to be on first paddling shift, or is someone else going to take the paddle from them? So
Roderick will take it.
okay. And then is Desmond or Esmerelda going to be on
Desma.
first one? Desmerelda.
Oh, they have a couple's name.
Esmeraldman.
I feel like, given the fact that Esmeralda is exhausted, she would probably try and sleep.
Okay. Then Roderick and Desmond, go ahead and give me athletics rolls, please.
There we go. No. Roll the dice, you fuck. There we go.
All right. So yeah, you all hop in the canoe, push off, start sailing towards Sea Bluff. It's only about hour or two into it, and you're getting to a point where, like, in front of you, you see nothing but water. Behind you, you're seeing the last remnants of land kind of fade out of view. Who was click-clacking?
Me.
Click-clacking.
Pipes faster.
You can see
And
my fingers.
around the time where you lose sight of all land is around the time that Nell's thalassophobia really, really starts to kick in.
Would I get a long rest here, Cliff?
Eventually, yeah.
Well, like in the process of this,
Well, you're only about 2 hours in right now. No.
I'm sleeping, so I'm just saying.
Yeah. Eventually, you'll get there. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I want to make sure I can change spells.
Yeah. You're good. How does one change spells while they sleep?
Think about different spells.
I can only do that when I sleep. And Roderick, you're paddling the best that you can. You got Nell starting to get a little anxious right next to you. And as you look back at Desmond looks like he's struggling to get any real good connection with the oar. Like every time the paddle's hitting the water, it's at like an angle, and he's not really getting any drag out of it. And you all are making a fairly slow progress to where you thought you would be at this point in time.
Nell sure is trying to rest.
Yeah. And after a good 6-8 hours of rowing, it is now nightfall, and Nell, you are in the middle of just endless water on all four sides, and only the reflection of the stars giving you any sort of semblance of something other than water. This would be around the time that Thrain is getting up, and around the time that Esmerelda is waking up as well.
Okay. I am going to switch spots with Desmond. Or start rowing, whatever. I don't feel like we can move.
Yeah,
Not really
you don't.
a lot of room for that. And I guess you'd be up earlier in normal circumstances because you don't need to sleep for the full 8 hours. But
Yeah.
I think given your situation, a little extra sleep probably isn't a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nell will probably eventually get a very broken full night's rest. Since they only have to do a 4-hour trance anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Grab the oar from Roderick.
Give me a long rest.
How long does this last? Not long at all. Never mind. I was gonna try to spell, but it only lasts a minute, and
It'll be a sweet minute.
for Nell it would be. 'Cause it was called Emotions.
Mm-hmm.
It might work.
And I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. And then a minute later,
Taking deep breaths, shaking like a leaf, but paddling anyways. Doing their absolute best.
oh, Thrain took your paddle, so you don't have a paddle.
You just relax. I'll tell you. You are shaking enough. Just relax.
I can
You're
I
fine.
can paddle. I'm physically capable. You know that.
I know. This is nothing but doing anything. Nothing but anything. Just relax. I got this. I should roll that one for this. What are those athletics?
Uh-huh.
The whole fucking boat is shaking.
Okay. It was dancing
Alright.
around there. I'm like, no.
You're gonna tip over the whole fucking thing. Don't you dare use that paddle.
Okay. Yeah. So you row the boat throughout the night, and come sunrise. Anyone who's still awake at this time, so Esmerelda and Thrain for sure, but anybody else who's awake, you would get to see a very beautiful sunrise coming off of the water. Like as the light starts to peak and see the glistening off the water. It really is a unique experience compared to any that you all have probably had before, really, given the fact that last time you were here kind of wasn't that great of an experience. You get to enjoy it a little bit differently this time.
That was an accident.
Uh,
I don't know who I'm smiting. Fucking fish with my paddle.
fucking Nell's really letting the telesphobia get the best of him. Ah, bam! Fuck everything. Shift 1, go ahead and give me your athletics rolls.
Pretty colors.
Pretty good. As you all
Yeah,
continue through.
Roderick's giving Desmond pointers on how to roll more accurately.
If you just let me for an hour or two, I can make something that can do this for us.
Well, after your shift.
Why did I lose audio?
Is that a you thing?
I don't hear any of you.
Did your head numb?
No.
There it is. We're good.
Okay. And then second shift, can I have your second roll, please?
Ooh.
Hey.
God damn it, Esmeralda. I'm trying here.
Yeah, pick up that slack.
So as night falls on the second night, about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours after sunset, you all start to see the glow of lights off in the distance. And a few hours after that, you all are approaching the docks of Sea Bluff, or the shore of Sea Bluff. I don't know if you guys are gonna pull up in the docks and like try to
tie a fucking canoe.
Merge in with all of the actual vessels that are there.
Are there any actual vessels on the water? Like,
oh yeah,
sailing in, actively sailing in.
Yes.
Does anybody notice us or say anything to shout at us?
Probably not. No, not shout at you. Not notice you maybe, but no one is saying anything.
Double take, like, these motherfuckers canoeing into Sea Bluff?
It's probably not necessarily that uncommon to see people in canoes in this lake in general. Not knowing the full story, probably wouldn't get too many weird looks. But if you told someone like, "Oh yeah, we paddled clear across the fucking lake," then you might get
like a bullshit.
You might get a couple, yeah. So are you all trying to like get onto the shore somewhere, or are you all trying to go right up to the docks?
Exactly where we landed the last one.
On the shore.
Yeah.
Now there's 2 canoes.
Is there 2 canoes?
I'm assuming somebody's taken that one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There's no canoe there as you all beach yourselves.
Okay.
What does Nell do?
Shakily exit the canoe and like flop down on the ground and just stare into the sky like, I hate that trip.
Am I
This time was
aware
better than last
why
time.
you don't like the water?
Nobody knows.
Okay.
Roger goes, "Oh, damn, left something. We got to go back real quick."
Start swimming.
Layers. Not funny, Roderick.
Why am I laughing?
You hear from his hip. That's a good one.
All right, where are we going?
Who has the sending stone? Where are they at?
Roderick.
Roderick. Just hold my hand out.
Tosses it over.
It's
What
actually
time-
just a random pebble. It wasn't the sending stone he handed.
What time of day is it? Night? Is it
Late.
late? Looks up. Okay, hey, it's Quillwise. Hey, Quillwise.
After a few seconds, you hear his voice like coming in from a distance. There you all are.
Where you guys at? In Sea Bluff.
He's like, are you all here?
We just got on the shore. We sailed across, rowed across. Fuck, my shoulders hurt.
What? We can meet you at the main gates.
Okay, we'll be there in a minute. We just canoed across, so we're gonna give us a few minutes to recover.
He's like, you. Of course you did. And then you hear like him like yell out like, okay, we're going. Off we go.
We'll hand it back to Roger.
Takes back.
They'll meet us at the main gates. We leaving this one here too?
Can't
What
bring
else
it
are we
along with
supposed
us.
to do with it?
Good point.
Mini-mans, what are you doing?
Is Desmond gonna put another another alarm on it?
I don't think we're gonna take it back across.
You never know.
We'll
Ah,
buy a
yes.
better one.
All right. All right. So you all pull the canoe out of the water, perch it up right next to that same rock you perched up the other one, and start heading your way up until you find the main path that leads into Sea Bluff. And as you all are approaching the main gates, you see Quillwise standing there with two other robed figures. What's the game plan here, guys?
Where we staying? I'm tired. And I hurt.
Who is with Quillwise when we approach?
Give me a perception roll.
They're with Quillwise. I don't care.
Bitch, I'm just curious.
Oh no, that's what Brain's doing. It's Quillwise.
You don't know. What if he got taken hostage?
They
He'd
wouldn't keep
figure
him
it
long.
out.
They wouldn't keep him long.
Take him back. He never shuts up. So as you're approaching, you see him standing there, and you recognize one of the faces, but as you're like getting closer, like you're like, okay, that one's Kip, and then there's someone else that's standing there that you don't recognize. with your 20, you see that it is a wood elf. Slender, kind of... No, I'm sorry, not a wood elf. This is a human, slender, and kind of a goofy looking guy.
He's just a silly little guy.
He's kind of a goofy looking guy.
Walks up. Who's this goofy?
Who's this goofy looking motherfucker?
I'll look over. Hey, look, another human for you.
You say it like we're adopting dogs.
We don't all know each other, Thrain.
Just saying. You're not the only one anymore.
Oh no!
Really hope
You're no longer the token human.
Right?
We can change that if you want, boss.
not yet.
So as you all approach, you see Quillwise look all excited, and then he like composes himself. He's like,
It's got to look cool.
esteemed members of the Eclipsean Order, I want to show you one of our new initiates. This is Naiku.
Nice to meet you, recruit. I am Nell.
Thrain.
Just gonna nod.
Hero.
That's Roderick.
Esmerelda. Roderick.
Doesn't say anything.
Desmond just looking him over.
And Desmond.
No, his full name.
I'll leave that to him.
Boo.
He's like, I've heard a lot about you guys. I'm really excited to show you what I got.
Look at Quillwise. Where can I sleep?
He's like, follow me. And
We
he
can
starts
spar
walking
first
through.
thing in the morning and you can show me what you got. How's that sound?
He's like, I mean, totally. It's like, I'm not really like face-to-face combat. That's not where my specialty is. I'm more of a ranged guy.
Understood. Then I suppose I'll have to watch you shoot.
You see him like puff out his chest a little bit with that one. He's like, I got you.
Roderick, maybe you can outshoot him.
I mean, and that goes without saying. What you shooting?
No, I want to see you with a bow instead of a gun.
You know how many years I trained with a bow? Like, it's easy.
I just wasn't sure if you'd be rusty. It would be funny.
Nah. Primitive.
Not ones. Where's the trigger on this thing?
This bow is trash.
And as you're walking in, Quillwise like, we're at the Aurelian Spinner. He like kind of like points up, and there's like the building with like the whirling gears on it and shit. He's like, I have the entire penthouse suite rented out. I called in a favor with a friend.
Chuckle.
You'll have to Thank your friend for us.
It's like your friend. Hang on, let me. Back in Durian and the Artisans Guild.
Did you not get what you needed out of that?
He's very
still
old.
have
He's
that-
got a lot
he-
of friends.
You still had that favor, by the way.
He refused to accept it as the favor.
You hear him like just like mutter some stuff in Gnomish under his breath. Of course he did. And then he leads you in and
Lures.
lures you in.
Wait a minute.
Everybody roll for initiative. No, he leads everyone in, and like the area where this penthouse suite is, it's like you walk into the main area, and there's like this winding spiral staircase off to the left. It's just off by itself. And as you go a couple flights up to that, you go into this area that's basically like a renovated attic. You see a random little fist attacking Sin. You see like this renovated attic that's basically like an entire house, and as you reach the top of the stairs, you can see on your left and right all the windows that just look over in all the different directions over Sea Bluff. And Quillwide's like, there's plenty of beds. Choose whichever one that you want. There's a full bathroom suite in the back, and breakfast is covered with the room. They have a full spread downstairs in the morning. And then, like, as you all get up there, Nell, your ma, gets up and, like, runs over and gives you a hug.
Seeing that, I'll nod to Leslie. Hi. Go to a bed that's made and just flop.
Hey.
Nope. Hugs their mom and just kind of extends out the false arm, because I'm sure that's the first thing she wants to do is be like, my child lost an arm.
When you hug her, just
Pop it off
mentally-
intentionally.
mentally
Ah!
pop it off.
What'd you do?
Maybe if Nell wasn't recovering from murdering
Water.
Esmerelda, then kayaking for fucking 2 days straight.
Murder's a strong word.
It was certainly murder.
It was
She
manslaughter.
got better.
She got better.
Mhm.
I killed her, but she got better.
She
Mhm.
lived.
Right.
She came
Lived
back.
for murder.
Yeah, so, everybody plan on going to sleep, or is there anybody that plans on doing any nightlife in Sea Bluff or anything like that?
Wasn't
Yeah.
I working on photography?
You were.
I'm gonna keep working on that.
Okay.
Quillwise, we'll have to have a meeting in the morning to discuss recent events.
Everything? You'll just hear from off in the distance. It's been, what, a month and a half since we've seen each other?
Been less than that since we spoke via stone. But a lot has happened.
He's like looking at your arm. Yes, I can tell.
Well, he knew about that. We had
Well,
that
yeah, but, like,
conversation.
he's never seen it.
Nell pops it off and hands it to him.
He's like, ugh,
Desmond made it.
I don't want that.
I
Flips
made
it around,
it's
so I'm
not
holding
like
it by the
it.
shoulder. Come on, I can shake your hand from a distance.
Desmond walks by. I made it. It's sanitary.
He's like swatting the hand away, like, no, get it away from me. That's weird.
Pops it back on. Fine. Taps him on the head with it.
It's
He
too
just gives
strong
you-
hand.
He just gives you like a scowled look. I had to appreciate it if you keep your prosthetic appendage to yourself.
Roderick's gonna go freshen up, come back down. Looks at Nell's mom, goes, "Hey, Mom." Looks right over to Quillwise. "Hey, Quillwise, where's the nearest brothel around here? It's been a while."
He's like, how would I know? There's one right down.
And off Roger goes.
He's like, tell him Quillwise sent you, get a discount.
Got high fives him.
Discount
My man.
code the Wise Quill.
He's like, Quillwise sent me. Oh, right this way, sir.
You walk into a room that's just 6 gnomish women.
6 Goliath.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yep.
You ordered the snoo special?
Yes.
I accept my death.
Do not resuscitate.
No, but really, he does tell you that. That was definitely like in canon. Not the discount part, but the first part.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, you do have 2 fate points, John.
I mean,
you let
I
me
guess
know if you want to make that canon or not.
I
How bad you
mean,
want it.
Make it canon.
Oops.
Yeah.
He gets a referral bonus.
Yeah.
He looks at you like dead seriously, and he's like, "Tell Eleanor I sent you."
Eleanor, got it.
And then he just turns back around, and looks at Leslie, and like he just smiles. Anyway, so what is so Esmeralda? You're gonna be working on cartography. Thrain's gonna be working on his beauty sleep. What's Desmond doing?
Desmond's just gonna be in with Esmeralda, watching over them do their cartography.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Desmond just woke up, didn't he? Technically, there's 8
yeah,
hours
so-
with all.
Well, so he only sleeps 4 hours, so when he
Yeah.
did it, it's up to him. And then I assume Nell is just gonna stay there and shoot the shit with their mom, but I could be wrong.
I mean, shower first, but yes.
Okay.
Shower, bath, whatever is in this tavern in its fantasy land.
Both. Full plumbing.
Yeah.
You know, I think shower. I don't really want to submerge my fucking self right now.
Not really feeling like going in more water.
Yeah, no. Not like that.
Okay. Yeah, so Esmeralda, go ahead and so is Desmond gonna be helping Esmeralda?
No, he wants to see what kind of stuff she can do on her own.
Damn, Esmeralda, go ahead and
He's
give
just
me
judging her.
give me a cartographer's tool roll, please. Oh, that's not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be proficient in that yet.
Yes, she is.
Is she? I thought this was to learn the proficiency.
She got to choose one proficiency, and that's what she chose.
So then, what are we doing this for?
So she
Because
can
it's
make
what she's
maps.
doing.
That's our whole story. Is doing it.
Okay, well then, roll me a roll on the cartographer's tool.
I doing a funny if I get a chance to do it. It'd be funny. it all depends on situations, but I want it to be funny.
Christina, you gonna roll that shit?
I'm trying. My stuff is taking forever.
She's trying very hard, Cliff. Be patient. Shit
How
spoken.
do I roll this?
You should be able to just click the little button right next to it.
On skills, tools.
Yeah, the button
The
all the way
bottom.
to the far right next to the number.
Christina's camera on stream.
Uh,
I can't hear you because they're inside now, so it's like hella loud.
You were fine being
Happy?
Kilroy.
Yeah.
All it did was switch it to an E.
No, go to skills. It's not
Hold on, let
on
me-
your
Oh,
inventory.
it went away now.
Go to skills.
What?
Oh, what are you doing?
She's messing with the cartography tool in her inventory. I can tell you
Oh.
that.
Yeah, go to skills, very bottom of skills, cartography tools.
There it
Roll that
is.
skill. Dirty 20. Have you decided of what you're making a map of yet, or is it just more of like just general where you've been type things?
General would have been.
Okay. This could be a boring ass map that you're making because you like literally, since the last time you did this, you sailed across a lake. You're like done.
No,
Any more unconscious words?
because remember originally I was working on the woods where we were
Mhm.
prior
Yeah.
before we got attacked. So I want to finish that, and then obviously add the lake, and then where we're at now.
Okay. Yeah. You definitely, at the minimum, can get all that going.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell, John!
What?
the fan.
So fucking perfect. The second I opened the message, I lost it. I'm sorry, guys. Oof. The perfect gift doesn't exist.
So Desmond, after seeing like Esmeralda, like from memory recreating like the locations that you guys have been, do you see anything or?
Kind of just wordless, standing over her shoulder as she does it, and like, she starts making little adjustments, and he's making noises behind her, like. Then she corrects it, and he's like, "Ah." It goes on for the entire time you're doing your task.
Don't be that guy, Desmond.
You missed the spot. Did I look like I was finished? Said that to my ex's dad once. He walked into the room where I was like painting the ceiling, and there was a spot in the corner that I hadn't gotten to yet because I was like getting the paint roller to have more paint on. He goes, "You missed a spot." I was like, "I'll paint your face, Rick. Get out of here."
Fucking Rick. Fucking Richard.
God damn it. No one likes a fucking Richard.
That's true.
Sins, though. They're cool.
I'm married. You can't say that.
That's your mistake.
You're bad. Got him.
Wish.
Roderick.
Yeah,
Performance roll.
got you.
We need performance, constitution, and athletics.
Performance was eh.
I mean, he was
Roderick
been
was
rolling
on
all
his
day.
please me mode, not me please you mode.
Exactly.
So therefore, the ladies have to roll.
Yeah, they already did.
They do this very well. They're proficient and all that.
Yeah. They're double proficient.
They've got expertise.
He got the Quillwise special. He's like, with the Pop Rocks?
Oh no!
Ask your parents, kids. So, what's the game plan here?
Time for a lovely meeting with Quillwise to discuss everything.
Yep.
Okay. Then in the morning, are you gonna train with the recruits first?
Yes, and I'm gonna kick their ass.
I'm gonna head to the Omni Church and then walk there, do my prayers and stuff, and walk back.
Okay.
Since it's been a while.
And Roderick, there is a Church of Reyna here.
Sweet. After
You wanna
meeting,
go
he's
do
heading
your
there.
morning prayers too.
Yeah. Gonna wait. Is there a bakery?
There is.
Hell yeah.
They know where to position themselves directly across from the Church of Reyna.
It's not actually. That's probably just more on my design than anything. But it's in it's by the. They're positioned to entice the people coming off boats that are hungry off the sea. So they're actually in the back area.
See, they need a sister location. Like, what are they doing? Like,
hey man, rent in Sea Bluff is not cheap.
All right, stopping by the bakery, grabbing some cookie offerings.
Go all the way over here to the bakery, and then all the way down here to the fucking Omni Church.
That's right.
Or the Church of Reyna.
It's really stupid. They're way too far away from each other.
You know, I agree. I didn't think about it until you said that.
You gotta be devoted.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's it. You gotta walk the path. That's how you show you're devoted. The cookie trail, they call it. Okay, so, Thrain, praying for anything in particular, or just praying?
Same prayer that in the woods, praying for guidance and assistance, and then praying.
Okay. Roderick, you get the cookies, then what?
Head in. And so where do I put the offerings? Just asking any random person when he walks in.
Yeah. You see a cleric that's there, and he just gestures over, and there's this stone altar with just all these baked goods piled on it.
Hell yeah. He's gonna whichever one's up front, he's pushing that out the way and putting his up front. Make sure Raina sees it.
Pushing it off, or just scooting it back?
Scooting it back. I don't have to wait.
You can't disrespect the offering.
I have to ask.
It is Roderick.
And what is Roderick praying for?
Same one is in the woods.
Okay.
It's me, ya boy.
That's right.
He's like, clearly you didn't hear me the first time.
Praise a bit louder.
I said. All right. Okay. So you do your prayers. Nell, you have the recruit come train with you.
Oh no, not just the recruit. All of them.
I mean, there's only 2 there.
Okay. But Nell is going to introduce themselves, of course.
I mean, it's just Kip. It's Kip, and then it's.
They've only collected one person?
That's all of them. That's all that's here.
Fine, I'm all of them.
Fine.
Everyone, meet me outside. One person.
Here comes Miller.
Here, guys. So there's only
Okay.
the one new recruit here, and then Kip. So if you want to both come down, you know they're gonna listen to you.
Nah, I'm not gonna harass Kip. I know what Kip can do.
Okay. So he grabs his bow and he heads out into the courtyard with you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, so what do you want to do? You want to have like a shoot off or?
Well, bows aren't my specialty, but I could certainly try.
He looks all nervous. He's like, yeah, okay.
Nell takes out their short bow.
All right.
Desmond
Did Nell
get their
definitely
weapons
watching
back?
This, by the way.
Oh, what was that, Sid?
Desmond's definitely watching this.
Okay.
So
I'm
like
gonna
from the
assume yes,
window, or like you down there?
No, he's outside sitting down like 20 feet away.
Okay.
Just waiting to tackle Nell if they go in murder mode again.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
He's
Imagine
just judging.
training this new guy and Desmond's just aiming at Nell the whole time.
Right,
Take her down.
Keeps
That's-
fucking hitting her in the head with it.
He's like, man, their training's fucking intense.
All right, new guy, you ready?
No, I'm not reconsidering my my oath. All right, there's some targets that are set out in this courtyard, and he looks at you and he gives you a nervous smile and he shoots a shot,
Oh, good start.
and it just kind of flies wide, misses the bale altogether, sticks in like a fence.
Try not to be nervous.
I'm not
I may be
nervous.
the leader. I may be the leader of the Eclipsean Order, but I'm really not that special. Why do I have advantage on?
Disadvantage.
Fuck you!
Because
It's really not that special.
Goes and shoots Esmeralda.
Shot Esmeralda.
She's nowhere near it. Ah!
What the hell?
Hits the tree, goes through a slightly
Esmeralda
cracked
shooting
window.
missiles.
Esmeralda's
Don't
like,
be
Okay,
nervous.
so
I'm
it's
not
fucking
special.
7
gold.
plus 4.
11.
Yeah.
Okay, 11 does hit. You hit the bale. It's not on the bullseye or anything, but it hits the bale. And he's like, I'm not nervous. It's the wind. He knocks another arrow. And he hits like right next to where yours was at. See?
I'm gonna unclick Ez and not shoot her. Stunk.
Yeah, that's really close, like right outside the bullseye. He's like, oh, that was a good shot. Limp ass arrow.
Hey, Cliff.
Yeah,
Can I be showing up at this time?
sure.
As we're shooting. Yeah.
I'm with Thrain then.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger.
circling around this guy watching.
No, I'm gonna walk up next to him. I'm gonna pull out my dagger and just throw it at the target.
Okay.
Sure, I'm not targeting anyone.
Everybody
Esmeralda, no!
targeting Esmeralda. Your dagger flies right next to Nell's arrow. Just. He's like, ha, ha, ha. Hey guys. Just
Keeps
out here
turning, sees more people.
practicing.
Nell doesn't have their armor on. for this, by the way.
This guy's like sweating and shit now.
Roderick and his echo are just standing there, their arms crossed with a smirk.
I'll let Nell shoot, and then I'm gonna throw my other dagger.
Okay, this will be Nell's last shot, and go as they're saying. If you're not nervous, then you certainly need to work on your aim and your upper body strength.
Bullseye, just fucking mic drop.
Let me just drop a vicious mockery in there.
I'm gonna split Nell's arrow.
No.
I'm gonna split Nell's arrow with my dagger.
Fucking this guy's like, yeah.
I think we lost the recruit.
He's like, fuck this, I can't do this.
Can I do anything to help this fucking kid?
Quick brain, hit him with the calm
I'm looking
emotions.
at all the shit I can do to help him.
Desmond, do something.
I know. I'm like, can I use
This-
Flash of Genius?
Like, this
on
has to
attack
be the
roll?
most embarrassing moment of his life. He's like, oh god, the leader of the Eclipsean Order and all of the, like, big guys are
Order.
here. This is like the rough and tumbles. I gotta show him what I can do.
He's like,
Hits
"Hey,
the
you
ground.
Guys, you guys are messing with me, right? He points at Roderick. This guy's like casted a spell to make me miss these, right?
He goes, "Ooh."
Roderick has no magical abilities.
That you know of.
No, he doesn't even have connection to the weave, dude. Just like sits back still.
He goes,
Closest thing to magic he can do is he can photocopy
It's like-
himself.
we beg to differ. Fist bumps each other.
Have you ever shot a gun?
Oh
I mean,
god.
When I was younger, I did, but we didn't really have a lot of those where I came from. So the bow and arrow is what I'm not normally this bad, I swear.
We'll cover our eyes. No, I'm not saying that.
Husband's gonna pull out his gun blade and like hold it up to the kid.
He's like, really? He's like swinging it around with his finger on the trigger.
Oh, I thought that was him. I was like, fuck yeah!
Now just split Thrain's dagger.
That doesn't even work.
No, I was just gonna pick a different bale that was like a few bales down. Just boonk.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and just slowly help him aim it, and just give him a little guidance.
I need your
It's
guys'
okay,
help.
buddy. We know your handicap.
Need your
It's
cheering.
anxiety.
All right, guys. He aims the gun. Hold on, let me turn that off. That's annoying me. He aims the gun.
Much better.
Hey.
Blows a hole through the little bale.
Does he hold on to the gun?
Does he hold on to it?
You guys are gonna really be that way?
Yes.
He knocks himself on his ass. Boom! Leaves a nice cluster-sized hole in this hay barrel that's only supposed to be made for arrows.
I have to be a dick. I have to be a dick. Here, let me help you up. Reaches with fake arm. As soon as he grabs their hand, they're just gonna release it.
Fuck you guys.
Well, huh?
He
I'm
grabs
just
it,
fucking
starts
with you.
pulling himself up, he released it, he's like, boom! Back onto the ground. Real funny. Mess with the
Yeah,
recruit.
they put it back on. Okay, I'm sorry. Helps him up proper.
He doesn't take your hand the second time.
Yeah.
I got it. He like goes over and picks the gun up off the ground and like hands it back to Desmond.
Desmond just like looks at it, rubs a hand on it, and a green shimmer comes up. What do you think?
Gotta wash his bad luck off.
Walk up, grab the remnants of daggers and arrows, and give Nell whatever arrows are still intact back.
He's like, honestly, that's my normal. I seriously.
I trust you.
It's okay, kid. We believe
It's first thing in the morning. Don't worry about it.
After hearing the explosion, she's gonna, Esmeralda's gonna walk over there, figure out what's going on.
I mean, from the window of the room that you're in, you could look down in the courtyard and see him.
That we're all just standing there, firing arrows, throwing daggers,
Laughing our asses off.
firing gun, pranking,
came down.
hazing the new guy.
Yeah, absolutely fucking hazing the new guy.
What was his name again?
It is
Ken?
Naiku.
Naiku. So Naiku, where you from?
Well, I don't know where I came from as far as in Argus, but came to Amethil when I was young. Bounced mostly around like Waylo and Arvos. Stayed at Windpoint for a little while. And then, you know, I lived in the Towering Wilds for about 2 years just to try to attune myself with nature and get to know the land better.
Wilds is a rough and tumble place.
It is. But there's a certain calmness to it that I like. Everything out there makes more sense to me. Like these cities and people, they don't really make sense to me. But the wilds are straightforward. You know what's gonna go on in there. You know what to expect. You know the bear wants to eat the elk and the elk wants to graze in the berry. Like,
Scratch my head, look over it. Now, like, it's not really what we had happen to us.
And the fairy will poof you a day away from where you're supposed to be if you walk into their field.
And then, what was it? The succubus will ride the human like a horse.
And avoiding carrying Carl's probably your better bet if you're in the wilds. Now looks down at their arm. It's missing.
is that what happened to you?
Yeah.
Did like a demon come out and like bite it off or something?
Less cool. I touched a tree that I wasn't supposed to touch. Pricked it
Oh.
on a thorn. And, yeah.
He chopped it off, pointing at Roderick. Then it tried to attack us. We had to kill it. The arm tried to attack us.
It was overtaking me. Demonic style.
Here, Desmond pulls out a little vial. They pricked their
Oh.
finger on one of these.
Good.
That's
I was gonna say I actually went up against a few of the demons around Carrion's Crawl. It wasn't anything like crazy, but a few of the smaller ones.
Was it Ravage that we ran into? Was the name?
Yes.
Did you run into Ravage out there?
Who?
Then that's a no.
You would know.
Large bugbear.
No, I never went near Carrion's Crawl. It was more of just
Happened across some of the demons that were leaving it.
Yeah, they spread out real bad for a while there. It's actually calmer now than it used to be.
Ravage has been doing his best to keep it contained.
Someone got to go tell Ravage he lets a few slip.
You want to have that conversation?
Gets head-butted unconscious again for insubordinance.
All right, ready for this meeting?
As ready as I'll ever be. All right, kid. Enjoy the rest of your morning training. We'll see you around.
He's like, oh, hey, I was going to ask you, what happened to your arm?
He's looking at Nell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, something wrong with his head.
Walking away.
We just had this conversation.
Oh, the bugbear.
No.
Oh,
The
boy.
tree pricked the thorn. Arm had to be chopped off. Severed limb tried to attack us. Remember the thorn that Desmond literally just showed you?
That's right. He just
Oh,
kind of
no.
smiles and he like grabs his bow and he just walks away.
Look on the face like, oh no. He's stupid. Are all humans like this?
Are you sure he's not your brother, Roderick?
Do you see how you shot? He ain't related to me.
Not gonna lie, I was proud of that second dagger.
I didn't roll
Sorry about
over
the
a
arrow now.
5. And
Poor
I rolled
motherfucker.
a lot.
Like this poor motherfucker.
You rolled an 8.
Mhm.
His second shot, he did okay.
Oh, okay. I rolled over a 5 once.
As we're walking away, Nelson's gonna, okay, time to go tell Quillwise that we met his idol and he promptly died.
Yep. And Esmeralda's died twice.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how mad whoever they are at me. 2 or 48 hours apart, we're bringing someone back.
I mean, you gave them money.
Yeah.
All right.
I never
So
get mad when people give me money.
we find our way inside and find Quillwise and... All right. Let's find a private room to chat in.
He's like, do we need to be away from prying eyes? I can get us a room in the castle if we need.
Anyone that we need to not hear this conversation can probably eavesdrop on us whenever they want, so I don't think it matters.
Or know the exact words that we're saying as we say them.
Potentially.
So and he kind of just looks around at the penthouse. He's like, well, no one's gonna bother us here.
All right. So last we spoke, I had just lost my arm, huh? Right. So puts down the map of potential rune locations. We went here, which was an old mausoleum crypt that the Archlich was in.
He's like nodding along, and he's like, "The Archlich?
Yes, your favorite author.
No,
Yeah.
no."
And he had 2 pieces of the Crown of Fiends, which we now know it's called.
Where are they at?
Here, which one did I have?
Thrain
you-
has one.
you have
The
Yeah, I'll put the necrotic bloom down. There's one of them. That's necrotic bloom. Look at
the
now.
other one was the soul binding, and that is now in the possession of the Hag Countess, as she mind controlled me and made me give it to her.
And in that same. Go ahead.
It's like he surveys like everybody's face as this is being said.
And then in that fight, Desmond used this one. It doesn't care who it touches; it kills everybody. By the way,
Including Esmerelda, who
yeah.
died in that battle because of the necrotic bloom.
She
You
didn't
still owe
die
me money
because of
for
the
that.
necrotic bloom.
No,
I
I
thought
didn't die from the necrotic bloom. I died from the Hag Countess.
The Hag
Oh, right.
Countess killed
Right,
Esmeralda
Megan forgot.
and tried to use her as a shield, and I took my shot.
Yeah.
And you got her?
Got her enough to scare her away. I activated all 3 of the runes that were in our possession at once, fired a blast at the Hag Countess. She could have stayed. She seen I had all 3, and she chose to run.
That's good, right?
Yes, but because she got the soul binding rune, that was what was binding life to the Archlich. Yeah.
So he
Also, the Archlich had a book that would write down every movement we made, every step we did, every word we said, write it down in real time.
We were apparently his next great story. But when we found his corpse after this interaction, the book was nowhere to be seen. We cannot confirm nor deny whether or not the Hag Countess has this book, or if it's still writing.
I He's looking at you, Thrain. He heard you say something.
I was just say I did actually tell Esmeralda you still owe me for that. After
Yes.
I explained that Esmeralda died.
And speaking of the death, this last time I saw something different.
Came back in your eyes. We haven't got there quite yet, but we'll get there again here in a sec. Yeah. Or are we
As
there
we-
now?
I mean, we're right out where it's about to happen. As we're traveling through the towering wilds to attempt to get to the small fishing village we got a canoe in last time, so we could canoe across the lake again to get here. There was a scuffle between Thrain and Roderick, which ended up involving Esmerelda. So Esmerelda got knocked unconscious by Roderick. No.
Hey, she involved herself, really. That was between me and
Esmeralda
Thrain.
pulled a rapier. It happens.
There was nobody in the right.
Yeah, there was no right side here.
I feel like I was.
Roderick didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, nobody did
Thank
anything
you.
wrong here. But certainly no one did anything right.
Roderick only defended himself.
Mm-hmm.
And Desmond was fair and impartial as usual.
Anyways, we were discussing how the Hag Countess gets in mines and that Desmond and Esmeralda are resistant to that. And we wanted to test if I was resistant to that as well. So Esmeralda went to cast a spell on me, but right when she went to, the Hag Countess went in my mind and told me to kill her. Commanded me to. And I did. Gruesomely.
Like, is that what?
Yes, that was my axe.
And there wasn't there was maybe like inch or two before completely severed. It was not fun. But I didn't know if I would work fully. I'm glad it did.
We'll take a scar over
Esmeralda,
death.
what were you saying before
This.
about seeing something from before? Or
Yes, they. Did we explain to him? Looking at Desmond, the first time I died, what I saw?
I think this is the first time in Cool Eyes of hearing of you dying once, let alone twice.
Okay. So she's gonna reiterate what happened the first time with becoming a bird, flying to the veil, and everything, and then coming back. And then the latest time, I was a bird again and still flying in the same area, but this time I was closer. I saw a creature that doesn't belong there. It doesn't look like anything I've ever seen. And I swear I heard it speak. It was too far to hear everything except the word witness. And then I was back.
We gotta kill her again so we can find out what it said. Out of character, of course.
Do you have that map that you made that said the thing?
Yeah, I added to it. Can I hand
Oh,
over
it's-
the map?
Today's 2 days, isn't it?
Is it?
2 days, it's coming. Oh, she was gonna die again in 2 days.
That was 2 days. No? Was it?
No, that wasn't the same day.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, we're definitely past that 2 days. I know that.
Mm-hmm. Did anything major happen yesterday or the day before that you know of, news-wise?
not that I've heard. No.
I'll ask Esmeralda for the map and I'll show it to him.
Esmeralda, would you be able to approximate where on the map you were flying as a bird? If
It
both of
wasn't
your
here.
visions show that you could enter the Shadowfell, then that has to mean something.
That her spirit
Would
was
I be able
passing
to
on.
tell?
What do you say, Christina?
Would I be able to tell?
You can attempt to.
Okay, what would that be?
Cartographer's tools.
Okay. Going boop. Huzzah.
19's pretty fucking good. I forgot you're a goddamn
Yeah.
+8 in that. Yeah, so he asked you to try to approximate where it was at. So, like, based on your vision that you had the first time, and kind of like some of the scenery that you've seen in the distance you traveled, and then the second time that it was a shorter travel, and some of the similar things that you've seen, you guess an approximate of where this would be at, and how do I force you to see what I'm seeing right here? Okay. So your approximation is that it's around here, like just before like the blackened tangle in the Towering Wilds. And while she's like sketching it out and looking at the map and whatnot, he's like watching for a second. He just turns, he looks at Desmond. He's like, I thought you said that Thrain was hurt badly from using those.
I'll show him my hand.
Get it away.
It twitches. I'm like, it does that every so often now.
How did you use 3 of these if that one did that to him?
Apparently, he like looks over at everyone else. If you have a high understanding of arcane knowledge, it's easier to wield these.
You
But we
see him like have this look on his face of like ponderance.
And the group collectively thought or decided that it's best if we split them up amongst us. So Roderick, Nell, and Thrain all have one of the 3 that we have.
Don't we have? We only have 3. Yeah.
Don't remind me that we don't have 4.
No, that was Adam saying that. Like, I thought that was 4 and 5 we grabbed, but it was 3 and 4.
And what is the plan for retrieving the rest of these?
Do what we can. We will look for the one that is supposedly here in Sea Bluff.
I don't want. My only worry is sand scale. Same thing. I don't want the same thing to happen here.
What, the Hag Countess is coming to attack?
Everything.
I've
Sea
The
Bluff.
vision.
Interesting.
The
As much of the old city of Sea Bluff is in the lake.
gods damn it all.
I will grab my. Well, I'm not gonna grab mine. I'm just gonna stare at it. Just set it down in front of me, and I'm going to cast locate object. See if I can see it, and it's see the glow of the other one near us.
What's the range on it?
1,000 feet?
Yes, 1,000 feet.
Little buddy.
And what you'll see from me is just like almost like a purple shimmer, and then a little pop up energy that just flows out of me.
If you were to do that and then sort of pan around the room, you would see, as you look towards the water and down, a faint orange glow.
It's right over there. I'll point exactly where I see it.
Give me a perception we'll roll with.
Me?
Yeah. Best that you guess, it's probably about 500 or so feet away from where you are, and at least a couple dozen feet under the water.
I'll relay that.
Sweating.
Desmond gets up and throws on his bag and starts walking.
Gonna follow.
If she knows what we know, then she knows where it's at now. So we get it now.
Yep, let's go. Do we have a way that we can breathe underwater?
Yes, let's go.
All right.
What are today's berries?
So you all make your way down the winding staircase out of the inn, and as you walk out of the main area of the inn into the sort of open courtyard by this large fountain, you hear all this commotion, and you see this crowd just sort of gathered to the south a little bit by the main gates, and you hear someone shout out, "Is it really her? Is it really her? Morgan the Mad is here?"
Oh.
And that's where we're going to end it at for the night.
Isn't that one of the leaders or some shit?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one. That's the one that's modeled after me.
Is that Numpton?
Mm-hmm.
That's the bitch of the north.
Yay.
All right, so like, she crazy, but like, is she hot though, Cliff?
She's modeled after me, babe. We know how you think.
Don't worry,
like
guys, I got
Goliath?
this. Hell yeah.
Death by snoo snoo, babes. Death by snoo snoo.
Getting that Quill Wise special twice in one day.
I think if you go in the images, there should still be an image of her in there.
Yeah, there is.
There.
Yeah, there is. Oh my god, I have the haircut now.
And I guess,
Huh?
for the sake of
Stream.
stream, character that Sin did, but didn't know what he was doing it for.
I know it's supposed that you gave the description of me, but would.
I didn't give the description of you. I just described
Okay.
features of you. Sin had no idea what this was for. Sin didn't even realize the one that he did for himself was for himself, but he liked the one that he did for himself the most.
That was hype for my guy.
Imagine that.
Didn't even get to meet Sheer.
I mean, that's accurate to me too.
Just went, nah.
Yeah, like these adventurers in town. I don't care.
Jay. Yeah, I mean, it didn't help that we took a fucking... It was a month ago that we had our last session. But, yes. That's Morgan the Mad. And on that note, let's rate out. Let's see who's live right now. Live and doing it.
Baby kitty.
Baby Kitty is live.
He sure is. Living his best life. We are the only ones that I follow that are alive right now, so I can't even be like, why don't you hop over here?
I don't even, like, most of the people I follow aren't on. These people have been on for 3.5 hours. Probably not a great one. But it's their episode 51, and we're on episode 50. So it's like, it's perfect. But I'm not going to do it, because they've been on for 3.5 hours. Let's see what these guys have been doing. 2.5 hours. You know, good enough. Okay, yeah. 2.5 hours. I usually run over 3, so we should be good. We're gonna raid out to the Eldridge Library. Are we gonna be able to play next week? We still gotta figure out that shit, huh?
It's a Sin thing.
I think when we looked at Sin's schedule, the answer for that one was no.
Or I'll say this: are we playing on the 4th of July? That's next week is the 4th of July.
I got nothing against it.
That doesn't mean shit to me, but
No.
I literally don't have any plans.
yeah, we'll figure something out. Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Are we talking about Mondays or this one?
No, this one. Since working through the Monday ones too, though.
My off days are Tuesday and Wednesday now.
Great.
Yeah, so we'll figure
And
something
I don't get off until 9.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we could probably, being that it's a Friday game, might be able to push it back an hour. That's up
Yeah.
or 2 hours.
Push it
Hour and a
back
half.
until Sin is ready to play.
Yeah, I have no
We're
problem
able
with
to.
that. It's just if everybody is fine with staying up an extra hour and a half.
And if Sin
I'll
has the
just
energy
caffeinate.
after work.
Oh, I'm not gonna
It's
care.
9 for me.
Okay.
I'm good.
But see,
Oh,
Sin doesn't
right.
have a choice, right? Because like Sin, if we're doing it, he's doing it. Like that's just Sin.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like,
Also,
yeah,
rating
I'm
now.
good.
Right,
Like
right,
he's
gone.
dying. He's like, yeah, I'm doing it. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
Like, sure, you're not gonna go to the hospital, bro? Nah, after the game.
Nah, right.
We could switch a theory to Wednesdays.
This debate is, I guess, over for stream because we already rated.
Yeah.
it.
It timed out.
He's so